Victor James Osimhen, akọni ni Nigerian professional footballer ni.
More now on the news. We brought you earlier that Victor Osimhen has told Napoli he wants to leave. Napoli's sporting director, Giovanni Manna, has said Victor is a player who wants to leave, and last year there was already a situation in place. We are calm because we have guys in the squad to replace him. Osimhen is a strong player, but we want to give integrity to the group and we prefer to protect the group. We will see what happens in the next 20 days.
Petro Neto.
Akọni ni Nigerian professional footballer ni.
More now on the news. We brought you earlier that Victor Osimhen has told Napoli he wants to leave. Napoli's sporting director, Giovanni Manna, has said Victor is a player who wants to leave, and last year there was already a situation in place. We are calm because we have guys in the squad to replace him. Osimhen is a strong player, but we want to give integrity to the group and we prefer to protect the group. We will see what happens in the next 20 days.
Once again, I welcome you back to my live show. Don't forget, blue is the color, chess is the name, winning is our game. I welcome you back. I came online before the match, and we just discussed for a few minutes before the match started. Eventually, the match has ended now. The match ended 1-1. And apparently, I would say before I begin to talk, if you want to join me in this discussion, you can see a link in the comment section. You just click that link and go through it. And I think if you follow the instruction, it's just straightforward. So you'll be able to join me for discussion about our match with Inter Milan. Just a few stuff before our panelists begin to show up. If they will show up today, if anyone will show up to be on the forum with me. I want to say that actually our team played very well. I want to start on a positive note. We play very well. Yeah, I would say we play very well. We are more organized than the previous games. Of course, there are lapses here and there. There were lapses here and there, but we are more organized. We were more organized than the previous games. And I think the coach must have selected his own squad, because this is the last friendly match we will play before our next match against Manchester City. During the first hour, I think I sent my takeaway from that first match. I think I sent it. I posted it on my page rather. So, and honestly, I would say that Ugochukwu surprised me. Yes, Ugochukwu surprised me. Immediately, he was subbed. His 3 touches were so excellent, and it's not even it's not only me that I'm saying it. Even if you would listen to the commentary, those commentators were just saying, "Oh, this is brilliant, this is excellent," because he made an impact when he came in. Because people have been saying maybe they are going to loan Gochuku and the like. They have been saying a lot of things about Gochuku that is going to be loaned. But honestly, he made an impact. Immediately he stepped in. Mr. Wilson, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. Hello.
Yeah, good day.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good day, sir.
All right. So where are you joining me from?
Joining you from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria.
All right, my brother. So what can you say about the old match? What can you say?
Well, what I
about the
just want to say about the whole match is that I've been watching one particular player this season, and I expect this guy to be the most important player in this squad. The player with like a kind of sensitivity, being active, seeing him everywhere, doing the job for us. Because I've been following Arsenal, watching how Odega has been playing his game. The last match they played against Bayer Leverkusen, this guy was everywhere. The DM was there, but he was everywhere. Today match they played Lyon. I saw what Odega was doing. A lot of players that have been talking about 8 jersey have been good players, very active, making the team to succeed. Oscar did it, Kovacic did it, even Barkley, he tried. Then Lampard, we all know him, but Enzo Fernandez is the most weakest link in this team. His body language is not encouraging. He holds the ball, he cannot even make a complete pass. How can you be giving passes to a player that has been marked and you expect him to take the ball? It doesn't have the strength to move the ball. It doesn't give the final passes that we need, at least to the striker. Look at how McGill is struggling with the ball because there's nobody to direct, at least give him a direct pass for him at least turn and shoot. Look at when the ball came to Turan. A direct pass came to Turan. He took the ball, he took his spot, and then he nailed it. But Enzo Fernandez is not helping this team. He doesn't mark. He doesn't give us the passes we need. He's nowhere to be found. We have 2 DM. Lavia is there, Caicedo is there. Then what is Enzo Fernandez doing in the field? You should be giving us what we need as a number 8 jersey. You should be proud of your Chelsea football team. And what annoys me most today is that this guy wore the handband. You are wearing a handband. You are a captain. You cannot play football like a captain of the team. You are making the team to go down. If he's going to take this team to relegation, I don't see him succeeding in Chelsea. He's a complete flop to me. I don't know how you guys rate him, but to me, Enzo Fernandez is not giving Chelsea what Chelsea deserves. It's not giving Chelsea what Chelsea deserves. He should step up his game. He should really step up his game. That is just all I just have to contribute.
All right. Mr. Wilson is not so happy with the way Enzo Fernandez is playing. And I know some people have actually made that complaint. It's good for someone to speak out. And I like the way Mr. Wilson really spoke out about Enzo Fernandez. And he's also said that, in fact, it wasn't the case. He was wearing the handband.
He's wearing the handband of the team.
Yeah. So
he's not carrying the team at all.
Yeah. What can you say about that, Mr. Bashir Kayode? What can you say about that? What can you say about that? Hello, Mr. Bashir
He's on mute. Mr. Kayode is on mute.
Yeah. Unmute yourself, Kayode. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Good afternoon.
It's already
the match.
It's already morning.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. About the match.
Yeah.
I'll have to buttress what Mr. Wilson said.
Okay.
Enzo Enzo is not playing. He doesn't deserve that jersey, number 1. Because we all know the person that played that number 8. We know what he can do. He's a progressive player. He's supposed to be a progressive. He's playing like an advanced J5. That's Jorginho. Advanced Jorginho is Enzo. Advanced Jorginho. Because he's not a decisive midfielder. And we don't need that in our team. He's not a decisive midfielder for Enzo. But for the game today, it's still much okay to compare to the last 2 games played. So still a better one. I just think the team is turning up, but they should just work on the defensive line. It should be stable because in every good attack there must be a solid defense. Without that, if you score 2 goals, you might end up conceding 3, and which is very bad for the team. But with today's game, I think it's still much better. At least it's better than the previous games. And this Ugochukwu of a boy, I think it needs to be, maybe it should be on bench. So to just step in games like this to do some changes, because I like his touches anyway. So that's my contribution to it.
All right, over to you, Mr. Emmanuel. You are welcome. True Nigeria.
Good afternoon, everybody.
It took me a while to know that you are true Nigeria.
Yes, I'm true Nigeria. My NGO.
Okay.
If you follow me on Facebook, you will see what I write about. It's about big, different kind of Nigeria.
Your mic is echoing. What happened? Your mic is echoing.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me on mic. Let me mute.
Okay.
Is it better now?
We will manage it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's possible I have 2 links open at the same time.
All right. Because there are a number of panelists that will want to speak, and I want everyone to.
Oh yeah. Continue.
You can continue. You can sort it out later. All right. Why, Mr. Iman? Okay, he opened 2. That's true. Yeah. Okay. I will. What I will do is, okay, remove this. Over to you, Mr. When Mr. Emmanuel comes, I will call him. I think Mr. James Oto. What can you? Sorry if I butcher your name, please. I also want to recognize Mr. Bumi Daramola, Mr. Goodman, and Kali. So, what can you say? A quick one. What can you say about our match today, Mr. James?
Thank you. I hope you can hear me over there.
We can hear you.
Thank you for this. Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I've been an ardent follower of your page and your posts. Very impressive work you are doing for a Chelsea fan, I must say. Let me just say the truth. So it bites me. I have not really been impressed. I've not really been happy with the fact that Pochettino was sacked and the position was given to an amateur to handle. Let me just say the truth. I think for the first time in many pre-seasons, we've not really won a match, so to speak. The only match we won was, it can't even be categorized as a competitive match. What are we doing? What is the Chelsea board doing? Is this how we are going to enter the season? Premiership is not a joke. Come on, Premiership is not a joke. If we can't win any competitive side, not even win one match, what are we going to do in the Premier League? Are these people here for business, or they want us to really win a trophy? I'm confused. I'm not really impressed at all. I'm not happy. I'm expressing my anger. That's just what I want to say. Thank you, sir.
All right. Over to you, Mr. Bumi.
All right. Mr. Emmanuel, I think I've sorted it out now.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel is back. All right. Mr. Emmanuel, go for it.
Yeah. What I'm going to say is that I have seen the team today, and I can tell what our starting 11 will be next week.
Okay.
Like Mr. Wilson said, sorry, at the beginning, Enzo should not be in that starting 11. Neither should Moses be in that starting 11. This is my opinion. I watched all the 6 friendlies, and I personally don't think friendlies are the best way to judge a team before preseason. If you go back and look at when we won the championship, the premiership, we never did well in the season, especially the season when we've hired a new manager. Go and check our records, right? It's how the players respond in the real time. That's what matters the most. The last Italian who won us the league, what's his name? Conte. He did not do well in preseason.
Yes,
He did not even do well at the beginning of the season. It was when he now stumbled into 3-5-2 formation.
What happened?
Enzo should not captain the team.
He's back.
He was at fault for the goal because they just walked past him. I've always said I've never seen Enzo as a holding player. He doesn't have defensive ability. Enzo is what Mr. Wilson described him as an upgrade to Jorginho. And that is absolutely correct. They just want to get the ball and throw you long pass. And me, if I was a manager, I don't need him in my team. I'd rather have a 5 and 6, my 2 center backs who can play that function to do it, giving me passes from deep. That's what I would rather have. I would not have Enzo in the team doing that work because it's just one extra. Then the other thing is I didn't understand why he started with Modric. Right? Whether they're trying to sell Modric, I don't know, but nobody's going to buy him for £1. I've said this over and over again. We've seen him again today. He didn't really do much. People said he did not start. Okay, they've made him start another preseason game. I did not see his effort in the team. So for me, as far as that team keeps carrying passengers, we're not going to do well. We do not need passengers in it. Look at Cucurella is playing first preseason game, and it looks as if he's been there since beginning of it.
Honestly,
right? Look at Vega.
People.
Vega has not even played much. I can still see a lot of aggression from Vega. You know, the passion, the tenacity. I can still see from him. So I do not even see, if I was going to play the formation he wants to play as a manager, I'm not going to play Enzo. I'm not going to play Moses. I would rather play this guy, Vega, in that midfield role because he wants to play a standing defensive midfielder and have 2 people behind in front of him. He wants to use Moses and Caicedo. He no go walk. I'd rather play Vega or play Caicedo on the left side, right? So that they can support the attack. Or even, and I look at it, I think this guy will do even better in that role on the left side of the midfield. Then put the guy that scored the goal, Ugochukwu on the right-hand side. Because that's the second goal Ugochukwu is scoring in preseason.
Yes.
To me, it tells me he has better eye for goal. Because if you're going to play those 2 midfielders in front of Levi, Levi is definitely going to play as a holding player. I don't see how he's not going to play him. If he doesn't play him, I'm going to go naked in Stamford Bridge. I will go naked and start. If he doesn't play Levi at the beginning of the game, I'm happy he took him out because I think he wants to start him so he can get some good rest. Right? The people, I don't see Enzo starting because he played Enzo to the end of the game. If he was thinking of playing Enzo against Man City, he wouldn't let him play the whole game. That's my view. Then Modric doesn't. Yeah, and I've said it on this panel. Noni is our best player in this preseason, without a shadow of doubt. And I think somebody is telling him what I have complained about. Play simple. Today is the only time I saw him play simple. He crossed when he needed to cross. He tried to beat a man when he needed to beat a man. And that's when you get the best out of players. You don't complicate things, trying to dribble all the time. No, you don't need it. All the mistake he made in the last 5 games, I didn't see him making those mistakes today, which is what we need. And hopefully we give him confidence. I know he's definitely going to start without a shadow of doubt. He took him out, right? The goalkeeper, I still not to get confident in him. I still don't want him to start with the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Whether he's going to start, I think Mike Gill is injured now, right? And you see what I say to you guys on this panel. We no get number 9 where they put fear into anybody. I don't tell now. Not even a Jackson playing it. Not even a Jackson playing it. Because there should be a way your number 9, even if he's not playing, even if he's not into the game, the 2 central defenders will be shaking, they'll be running around and, be troubled. Mike Gill has played again today. He did not really trouble them.
Yeah,
So
no,
Jackson has
yeah. Yes, you are right.
He didn't really trouble. He didn't really trouble the defense.
In first half, he really tried. When Cucurella,
he tried in the first half, but again, I don't think that is his game, because remember I said it yesterday that he dropped in the subsequent games after he started well.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what he did today. He started well, and afterwards he dropped. Because if you don't have the energy to do all those running around, if you're done for 19 minutes. Because it's not really his game. He's trying to lift his game to that level. If someone like Victor was there, it's Victor's game. He go there harass now. He no go let now sleep. Right? So for me, I still don't know if we have a striker yet, but I'm glad Neto is in the squad. He wants to certainly play Christo. I can see he wants to play Christo. Christo is going to start as well. So Christo is probably going to play the number 10 role.
Can we mute our mic if we are not talking?
Yeah.
Can we mute our mic?
He's going to play Christo in the number 10 role. And he's going to probably play.
Let's mute our mic, Mr. Emmanuel. Let's mute our mic, please.
He's probably going to play Christo in the number 10 role, and I see him starting with Noni or Stanley, and Palmer is going to come on. And if he's going to play forward pressing in number 9, I just think he'll probably play Jackson now that Mike Gill is injured, right? Okay. But I still want us to complete that signing of Osimhen. Because Sam is not going to be ready for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That's just my take.
What happened to Sam? What happened
to Sam? Sam is just going to do. Sam did his medical, I understood.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yesterday or Saturday. Yesterday or Friday. Sorry, he did his medical on Friday. So by the time he goes and take his normal holiday, they'll probably give him another 2 weeks. So by the time he comes back, he still needs another 2 weeks into full fitness, because he didn't really play a lot of game for Spain. Yeah. He only scored 1 goal for Spain, and he's got a gold medal on his chest. So we still need that. For me, now Osimhen is not injured. If we bring him in, and luckily, if Newcastle buy this guy from Bournemouth, we'll get another 10 million for there. He will give us some, because we had some sell on this guy, this former Chelsea player that's living for Bournemouth. We get some money from there. So that might be good for us. But I'm hearing now that Tammy Abraham is under negotiation for Bournemouth and West Ham. If that comes true as well, maybe some money will come. And that's why these guys are buying all these players, so that they can sell them at a higher value in another 2-3 years' time, because their value might have gone up.
Thank you, Mr.
That's just my take. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Ama. Mr. Wilson, I want a quick one. You started the discussion about Enzo, and I think Mr. Emmanuel also share your sentiment about Enzo. For me, I have another perspective anyway, but are you passing that comment on this match, or based on all the matches that we have been playing since last season about Enzo, or you are using this match as a benchmark? You unmute yourself. We are not hearing you, Mr. Wilson. Okay, now.
I'm not using this match as a bench match. Under Mauricio, under Poch, Under Poch, if you read the match that he has played under Poch, Chelsea were not winning. We were actually losing under him when he was playing under Poch.
Okay.
But some few matches, he got injured. Chelsea were winning. Chalobah came in. Gallagher was there, very active, playing that position that he played today, that he has been playing. The midfield was in contact. Under Poch, he wasn't doing very well. And this is the same mistake that Enzo Maresca is still committing. The same mistake that Enzo Maresca is still committing. The same mistake Poch did. The same mistake the new coach is still committing.
Okay,
The same
I've got
mistake
you
Poch did. The same mistake is still doing. You cannot use an active player that is not giving the team what they want. You have to use an active player. You cannot put a midfielder that cannot give the team what we want. We play football with midfield. The final passes have to come to a midfielder. That is, you can watch. I'm watching Odega throughout this week, all this preseason. Odega is doing fantastically very well in Arsenal. He doesn't lose passes. He mingles very well in the box 18 yard and outside the box 18 yard. Once they lose the ball, all of them, they shift back to their own half. The defense, once Arsenal get the ball, they are going forward. That's why people are predicting Arsenal is going to win the league this season. Because Arsenal are doing well at the defense, at the midfield, and at the front. And they have somebody that is doing that work for them in the midfield. But in Chelsea, we don't have it. We don't have such a player that can do it. And Enzo Fernandez is the most weakest link in that midfield. So Enzo Maresca, as the new coach, should not repeat the same mistake that Poch did. Because under Poch with Enzo, we didn't do well. The same thing is repeating himself this season. So they need to fix someone that can play that position in the right way. They need to fix a player that will take over that position. I don't know how other people view it, but that is what I see with Enzo. Chelsea cannot move forward. It's going to be very.
I've got you clearer now. And to all the panelists, I want us to leave the analysis of the match for now. Really tackle this issue about Enzo. And I will give you everyone 1 minute from Mr. Bumi Daramola. Just 1 minute. Do you agree with what, because Mr. Emmanuel have also corroborated what Mr. Wilson said. So, Mr. Bumi Daramola, are you also concurring to what Wilson said?
Good afternoon. Sure, it's obvious to every one of us that Enzo cannot give us what we want at that midfield. It's very obvious. Because imagine we have a midfield that even for a good season, can't give us like 5 or 10 goals. Like Mr. Whitney has just said, look at Odega in Arsenal. Odega can give Arsenal like 10 goals or 15 goals in a season and he will create a good chance. But Enzo, the only thing that Enzo did is take the ball, long pass. Even when he loses the ball, he loses it easily. So, and the issue now the issue that the coach will be facing right now is that he will be thinking about the money that they used to purchase Enzo. So it will be difficult for him to bench Enzo. That's number one issue. Unless Enzo gets injury, let's just know that one. Enzo will always start, and it will only give us problem. Enzo will always start because that's the issue of some club. They will be thinking about the money they used to buy that player. Imagine Enzo is one of the highest midfield in Chelsea. So I don't know, and now he's our captain. Since our captain is injured, he's our captain. So I don't know how Enzo will be on bench. Lavias will start. Casedo will start. This guy that was just bought from Leicester City will start. It is up.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the coach wants to do it. Enzo is not much that good enough for us for now. He only played the best match, the best game, the first. Maybe January to the end of the season when he was just buy from Benfica. Since then, he doesn't play a better game again.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bome. Mr. Goodman, what can you say about this comment on Enzo? Do you agree or you have another opinion?
Yeah, about it? I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you clearly. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the Enzo issue, I 100% agree with Mr. Wilson. And if you look at the issue of Enzo, it is what is happening. It has what has clouded the whole club, because you just have to be in the good books of the board or the owners, and then you will be in the starting 11 or you play. Yeah, look at Mudri. The same thing. Mudri is the good books of the board and the owners, and so he will play. He won't go nowhere. Gallagher did very well last season, but because he's not in the good books of the owners, he's gone. So for Enzo, we are going to face a very big problem with him. He's not helping the team. But so far as he's in the good books of the owners or the board, he's going to play. And if you take a very critical look at Chelsea right now, the coach does not have control, absolute control over the team. Yes, if you take a very look at it, the coach has no control over the team, over selections, if I may say. Yes. So for Enzo, he's not helping at all. And if I want to also reiterate what Wilson mentioned. Last season, the matches that he was out, we actually won those matches. Yes. And Gallagher, Casado combination, it worked perfectly. But immediately he comes back, then we start to face problems. So I perfectly agree with the fact that Enzo should be put aside. Yes, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Yeah, thank you.
Over to you, Mr. Shegu.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to the fellow panelists. I don't want to shout too much because I'm following the church program on the other side. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to the people on the comment section as well. Number one, I want to say something as Dr. Benga. Shegun, I am very, very happy that now I can say it boldly that we have a good coach. We have a good coach. He's playing a new style. This style is being tested against big teams. Just imagine we are playing Club America every match to test these people. You understand? We'll be scoring 5-0, 7-0, 6-0, but we have been playing Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and who again? Man City, Celtic. These are established teams. You are testing. Even if you are a learner, if you are learning how to drive, they won't take you to motorway. They will ask you to be driving in the nooks and crannies first before you go. But unfortunately for this coach, his style is being tested by established team. So people should calm down, take it easy with the coach, and take it easy with the players. So as regard Enzo, I want to say something about Enzo. If you observe very well, you see the coach is playing 4-2-3-1 now. That is the formation. If you check the formation, that's the same thing he played against Real Madrid and the same thing he plays now. Enzo is doing his assignment very well. Just only one misplaced pass in that match. Just only one. So, and I see they should check where Lavia slept yesterday. Maybe he slept somewhere. He was not in that match. He didn't play very well, actually. Because that goal they scored us, everybody was casual. They left it casually. So, take it easy with Enzo. Enzo will be starting, whether you like it or not. He will be starting match. And they won't play him at 6. He will be a kind of, can I say box-to-box? It's going to be like a box-to-box, like going, roaming around and distributing passes, and which has been doing very, very well. So let's take it easy with this player. So, Doctor, you said we should not talk anything about the match of today because I want to say something.
No. I was saying because I wanted everyone to talk first. Then we want
to resume. Okay, maybe later. Yeah. For Enzo. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Sport Talk Arena. Mr. Sport Talk Arena. Over to you. You are muted. You
You can't hear.
Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Please, yeah. I don't mean with all due respect. I want to know the Enzo you guys are talking about, bro. Like, which Enzo are you guys giving all this criticism? Is it the same Enzo that take his countryside to where they are? Is it the same Enzo you guys are talking about? Another question, how many matches has Enzo actually played under Maresca? When did Enzo join the team? So where is all this criticism coming from, bro? The same Gallagher you guys are comparing with Enzo now.
I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry to cut you. Please, for God's sake. I see that Doctor put a comment. He said box to box. Sometimes English is our problem. When they say box to box, it does not mean you should be running into somebody's box and be running back. Go and check the definition of box to box. It's here with me. It's me, a key player on a football team who can move from one end of the pitch to the other and initiate a counter attack. It does not mean you should be running from one box and be running back, running here, running back. It doesn't mean that. Go ahead, Mr. Kokarena. Thank you.
So the same few weeks or few days ago, during the preceding of Gallagher sales, a lot of us were the one criticizing Gallagher, saying that Gallagher does not possess the quality of a midfielder. I even said the only reason Gallagher is is because of his graduation from academic to the first team. But now some of you are even saying that Gallagher has more impact than Enzo. Bro, what is going on, man? If you ask me, Enzo still, how many, what is actually his duty as a midfielder? Enzo is not the type of player that is going to give us 10 goals, 20 goals a season. That's not the type of player he is. So we should not expect such ability from him. Enzo is a player that can link and create chances. Look at his performance today. So where is this criticism coming from? The person you guys are supposed to criticize, we are not criticizing the person. What is Modric fucking doing? I'm sorry for using the F word, but what is Modric doing on the pitch, bro? Modric should start looking for another club. If it's loan, if it's gift, if it's Sadaka, if it's Owambe, they should use Modric and do something. What is he doing in the team, bro? Somebody spoke about Madueke. Madueke that could not make a complete dribble or what? I don't understand. I don't understand. So why are you guys using Enzo as a scapegoat? I'm pretty sure this is his second game under Maresca. So where is this criticism coming out from, bro?
Doctor, I am with my brothers, but in fact everything is same. I accept and I agree. This Madueke of a guy, this Madueke guy, this thing is very practically observed. Now look at Madueke in 45 minutes. Madueke will carry ball, go to the corner flag. What are you doing? I
don't understand. You try.
Look at what Palmer, just in how many minutes Palmer was playing very good and forward passes. But Madueke will be running to the corner kick. Madueke is too predictable. The opponent defenders have already know what he wants to do. They already know it's not about dribbling. In fact, if they allow Angelo will play a more positive ball than Madueke sometimes. They are wasting that McGui guy. The boy was just wasting in the box.
And you expect him not to be exhausted, bro. You expect him not to be exhausted. Somebody is making a run, somebody is putting pressure, and you guys are just holding the ball, trying to do tico. I don't understand. If you cannot make a complete dribble, then pass the ball to your teammate, bro. See, everyone is entitled to their own opinion in any case. But for me, I would say it is unfair, it is unjust, it is unethical to put the blame or use Enzo as a scapegoat into this match. And don't forget, this is his second game thereabouts under Enzo Maresca. Definitely, he needs to step up. But using him as a scapegoat when Modric, Madueke, and the host of others are there to put the blame on. But you guys are. I rest my case.
Spot talk. Can I say something? I know I've been offline because I was trying to sort out my echo that I was getting.
Okay.
I've said on this forum, football is all about.
Mr. James, get ready. You are the next.
Yeah. Football is about two things: the personnel and the ideology you have, right? When you look at the ideology we have now, right? In football, there's what you call transition. Transition is that moment when you win the ball back from the opposition. You are now going to transit. What you do with that ball, and I've always said to any football fan, is what decide what's going to happen next. The moment you win, that split second you win the ball back. And I've always said a team that does well in my eyes are the team that make the right decisions at the right time most of the time. As a football fan, that's what you look out for. Is that player making the right pass? Is he making the right run at the right time? That's a team that does well in football. Go and look at any football analysis. That's the team that always win. For Enzo, when it comes to transitioning, right? One, he does not win the ball a lot of time. Go and check his statistics. So if you're going to be a midfielder, there are two kinds of midfielders. You have ball-carrying midfielders, and you have midfielders who will give you this. They cannot run with the ball. We have a Kovacic in the past. Kovacic is the kind of ball-carrying midfielder. When he wins it, he takes it and goes at the opposition. That is the way he plays. And I mentioned on this forum about a Blessing Kaku. He is like that. Blessing Kaku is one player I know has two of them. Blessing Kaku can win the ball, carry it, or give you his defense splitting passes behind the defense wall. And I always talk about Blessing Kaku because he was one player, I was his agent. I love the way he does his midfield work. But today, modern footballers, they really have both of them. They are either a ball carrying or they split the pass. Because Enzo does not win the ball a lot of the time. People just pass him as if he does. We saw the goal we conceded. It was from Enzo area. It was like he was not there. They just passed him. And every time he defends, it's the same thing. But at least with Levi, with Moses Cosido, what's going to happen is you give me a foul. I will take my card and I will still continue to play.
Sir, I am sorry to cut you short. No, sir, please, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir, please.
Wait now.
No, I am not. I am a Chelsea fan. No,
everybody they listen to this panel. We all the
This is unfair. This is unfair. I was the one actually speaking.
Okay.
This is unfair. I was the one actually speaking.
Okay. I thought you ended though.
Sir, I am not an Enzo fan. I am a Chelsea fan.
Good.
Okay. You understand? If a player perform well, I will give the player, the accolade he deserves. But if a player malfunction, I will give the player woto. It's as simple as that. Let us look the statistics of Enzo in today's match. Let us look at whether statistic or I don't care, but you all know what I'm talking about. Let us look at his contribution, and then I will wonder why are we making him a scapegoat. Even the crosses that led to the goal.
Okay. I would answer that question.
Mr. Emmanuel,
bro. Yeah, Mr. Shegun, just 1 minute.
We are unfair sometimes.
Allowed Mr. Ted Sport Talk to intervene. I'll answer that question. See, when you are given a role by a coach, if you watch Maresca today, he was not happy because the game was not flowing. There were a lot of times the game was slow. Somebody's making a run, nobody's coming with the pass. And the work as a midfielder is for you to find that pass at the right time, at the right place. That is your work. But every time Enzo got the ball, he was slowing down the game. This is why I thought
if players are not making the necessary run, how am I going to pass?
Listen. There were people who were making the runs. But he was not picking out. He was going backward with the pass. That is what I saw. I don't know which game you watched, right? I don't know which game you watched, but I was saying something earlier on about the type of midfielders. So you have those kind of midfielders, and Enzo is a better version on Jorginho because at least he still get leg to run, which was something Jorginho did not have because of his age. I do not prefer a deep holding midfielder. That's my role. I do not prefer. If you watch Kante, when Kante played for us, Kante will win the ball and Kante is going to run towards goal. And as he's running towards goal, he's attracting players to himself. And I have said on this forum, the reason why you attract players to yourself is because you are creating space for your teammate to be able to run into. What I don't see in today's Chelsea is there is not a lot of movement. People go pass ball, they go they stand. Which kind of nonsense with that? Now show what you they wait for. Pass ball, move. That's what you get in the best team. See the goal we conceded. The guy won the ball, passed the ball. Somebody was running as he was coming with the ball. He's running into space. But we don't see that in Chelsea players. It's like they are all afraid of making mistakes. Just give me a safe ball. Give me a safe ball so I can pass it backwards or sideways. Nobody was carrying the ball in that midfield and attacking our opposition. No one was doing it.
Mr. Manuel, so what is the concluding remark about Enzo that we are talking about?
I will play Enzo in a game where we know your position is not strong, or when we are winning. When we are winning and we want to play counter-attacking football. That's what Enzo is good for. But if we're going to be a possession playing team, we can't play counter-attacking football.
All right.
Mr. Manuel, thank you, sir. I respect your analysis. Doctor, before the next person talk, can I talk, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know where the echo is coming from. I think people are having echo. Am I echoing too?
Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay, are you people hearing me now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. See, we need to calm down. I want to just give me 30 seconds. I will give you my point. People are saying Enzo is not scoring, Enzo is not tackling, Enzo is not doing that, Enzo is not doing this. I just wanted to give you a similar midfielders that are like Enzo. Do you know that Xavi in his career, Xavi of Barcelona in his career, I don't think Xavi has up to 20 goals, if you check it very well. And Xavi is one of the best midfielder in the world. But we are used to the way most of us as a Chelsea fan, we always want to see energetic run. We want to see, in fact, there is a forum that I am that people are shouting that, very good. Cucurella is a good defender because he almost got red card. You know, we can't be fouling all around. We can't be saying we want to win ball and we'll be just committing foul everywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? Then let us calm down. We play. What is the score today, sir? 1-1, Abi. Man City that can run, that can do everything, that knows this. What did they play yesterday with Man U? They play 1-1. In fact, they didn't even get results. I am telling you that this team, by the time when everything gel, this team will be beating anybody anyhow. That is the truth. We don't need to, it's not only Enzo. Look at Lavia. What did Lavia play today? In fact, if Enzo is not throwing forward passes, why is Lavia not throwing it? Is it not part of the team too? It's part of the team. But these guys are just getting, I believe against Man City, we are beating Man City. That is, but you can record my voice. Me, I'm very sure that we are going to beat Man City on Sunday.
I'm going to do a clip about
yes, please. Save this word that I'm saying. We are beating Man City next Sunday. That is the truth. So people should calm down. Calm down. This match that we played, the only thing, if you want to scapegoat anybody, if you want to scapegoat me, I don't like to individualize error. Do you understand? The only person that I don't really think we need the person, we don't need his presence in our team again. Honestly, is Madueke. To be very honest with you, it's Madueke. Madueke is not in the level of Chelsea. Madueke is a good player, but he should be in a team that are fighting for Europa League spot or number 7, number 6. Madueke is playing against the team. That's the truth. The only winger this preseason that. Sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
You
1 minute, sir.
I want you to read the comment. I want you to read that comment. So
no, I don't care. That is Chelsea fan for you.
It's part of what you are saying.
Oh, but the person
Well,
is right. The person is right.
wait. You see,
If you
when you
listen
are
to the
when
commentary today, they said Madueke had been our best player this preseason, and
that
Mr. Dr. Dr. Benga,
because he scored. Because he
let me
scored.
finish.
not
Let me say
because
my
he
word.
scored, not because
No,
he scored, he was
I
also
look,
creating chances.
Mr.
Doctor,
Emmanuel, Mr. Shagun, you will
let
talk.
me
You will talk.
let me conclude.
I heard what Mr. Emmanuel said. I heard it. Although I think I watched my own on Twitter, but the commentator
Wait a minute.
also said what
Wait a
Mr.
minute.
Emmanuel said. Over to you,
Wait a
Mr.
minute.
Shagun.
That's his
One minute,
opinion,
please.
I guess.
1 minute. You see, they are
No, you
saying
said what Mr.
comparing
Kwan.
Xavi
You
and
said
Enzo.
Mr.
I
Kwan.
said Enzo is a type of midfielder that will not score, but will create chances. You understand? He will distribute ball. But wait a minute. This Madueke guy, on this Madueke, I will not agree with anyone. Madueke was given the highest number of minutes out of all our wingers. But because Madueke scored some goal, I don't know which goals he scored. He scored some goal. Now you all conclude that Madueke is our best winger. Which winger? The best
I
winger.
said, and I am interjecting you. Madueke came on in second half, had 1 goal, 1 assist. Modric, I'm surprised you have not even said something about Modric. Are you going to compare Modric to Modric? I beg, stop. I beg.
I said Modric should not even be a Chelsea player. They should use Modric to do Sadaka. Gibbs, take
Say
away. They should send Modric to somewhere else.
£1 I no go buy him. £1 I no go buy him. If you
For
give
me,
me
right.
a play for community team,
All
I no go
right,
buy.
doctor, before I mute, everybody will talk. Before I mute, for me, the way I watch my ball is different. To be honest, I don't watch ball with tension. If you are where I am watching ball, I'm always very calm. Even when I go to stadium, I'm always very calm, and I always take it easy with these players to analyze them before I conclude. Madueke is playing against the team. That's the truth. If you ask me, choose one out of Modric or Madueke to be in that team, honestly, I will choose Modric. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Wilson, the proper Chelsea.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
See, for me, Enzo Fernandez is not our problem. And in fact, nobody is our problem. Sometimes fans too are our problems. Because I keep on saying this thing repeatedly. When I heard Caicedo said he was playing under pressure whenever Chelsea play at Stamford Bridge, it was because of the fans booing him, calling him some sort of names. And that thing put that small boy, that underage guy on under pressure, which I don't think is fair. It's not fair at all. Sometimes they say good coaches make players world best. And sometimes best players to make coaches world best coach. And that is why Pep Guardiola will tell you Messi make him the best coach in the world. And Messi too will tell you maybe Guardiola make him the best player in the world. So for me, Enzo is not our problem. Our problem now, our wingers are not doing their primary job. Our wingers are not doing their perfect job. Our defenders are not doing their job. In the midfield, I don't have any problem in the midfield. Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea buy Enzo not to score goals. Enzo primary job not to score goals. Enzo is to create chances. Some players might create chances like 20 chances. They will not assist like direct assist or direct goal, but their work in the team will never go unnoticed. And I think sometimes Enzo is that type of player. See, since Enzo came to Chelsea, is the one there is somebody that used Enzo and Enzo perform well, which is Frank Lampard. Because first season of Enzo Fernandez, that half season, when Lampard was our interim manager, Enzo gave assuming Kai Havertz was utilizing all those chances, Enzo would have had 6 or 7 assists in that half season. And Lampard was the only coach that makes Enzo look better. Ever since Lampard interim job ended, then Graham Potter took over. we never see that best of Enzo. After Lampard, it was Pochettino, if I'm not mistaken. Then Pochettino could not use Enzo the right way Enzo's supposed to be. If you look at Argentina, the same Enzo that is not playing for Chelsea, where Enzo is playing for Argentina, and he's a starter regularly every time, playing alongside Messi. Don't tell me because of Messi Enzo is shining, because football is a team of 11 players. It's not a lawn tennis. Football is a team of 11 players, and everybody is there to complement each other. If Enzo is not doing good, another player have to step up. When Enzo is doing good, another player too maybe might have a bad day on that day. So for me, if you look at today's game, I don't see the reason why Modric play almost 70 minutes. I don't see the reason why Madueke play like almost 40 or 45 minutes. Because our wingers were not working. They were not perfect. Yes, today maybe Lavia had a bad game, but still, I don't want to maybe doubt him because he's a good player during this preseason. So for me, the problem there, we have to work on our wingers. Now we have new signing on board. Let's see what this guy will offer Chelsea. We have Kolpama, who is always brilliant. We have Nkuku, who came back from long-term injury. Let's see what Nkuku will give Chelsea. But for me, Enzo Fernandez is not our problem. If everybody is doing their job, even N'Golo Kante, sometimes he used to have bad games. And if the whole team is doing well, there are particular players that you will not see their work because they are not doing anything, but because of the other teams are doing good, the other players are doing good. It used to cover everybody. Some goalkeepers are not good, but because of you play with good defenders, they make you shine. They make you the best keeper. Some defenders are not good, but because of you play with good goalkeepers make some defenders good. So Enzo Fernandez too, some players have to make Enzo good. Enzo too have to make other players good. Sometimes, if Enzo hold ball, he will look up and there is no player to link up with that play. Because if you give pass, who are you going to give that pass to? Rather, the defender will take the ball because there is nobody to run in to take the ball. Madueke is not positioning. Modric is not positioning. Even if when they does, you will not see them taking on opponent players. So for me, I don't think Enzo is our problem. Everybody, all of them are our problem, including the owners, the coach, and all the players. When everybody step up, Enzo will be good. When Enzo to step up, everybody will be good.
All right, Mr. Wilson, the proper Charles. Does Mr. Goodman have something to say before we move to next item on the agenda for today?
Yes, yeah. I would like to have this last bite on the Enzo issue. Yes.
All right.
Talking about Enzo, I keep hearing Enzo is not our problem. Enzo is not our problem. For me, I don't believe. I don't say or hold the view that Enzo is the problem of Chelsea. Chelsea has its own problem, which maybe on another day we could discuss. But we are not saying he's the problem. But we are only saying. Neither am I saying he's a bad player. Enzo is not a bad player at all. But when it comes to helping Chelsea, right, he's not doing as expected. Look, let's face the fact, right? And he's not the only player. We could name several players, Modric, Madueke, and those guys. Yes, they are there. They are not helping. And Enzo cannot be taken out of the blame. Yes. Because when you take a look at his performance, you cannot just look whenever he was present. I'm talking based on hindsight. That is the last season, not based on this match. Last season, most of the matches that he was absent, we actually went on and won the games comfortably. Yes, and someone mentioned about somebody being around to help him. That is a very good point. And when you take a look at our midfield, there is nobody around to help Enzo because Caicedo himself is also he's on clutches. Yeah, so Caicedo cannot help Enzo. So what it means is that Enzo has to carry his own cross. Yes, he has to carry his own cross. He shouldn't like to depend on somebody to cover for him. He has to carry his own cross because this team is made up of young chaps. And looking at where he's coming from, Argentina World Cup winning team, we expected more from him based on where he's coming from. You know, he won the World Cup with Argentina, and look at his performance in the Copa America. So definitely the team expects more from him. Yes, and someone also mentioned about the fans. Fans are never the problem. We are never the problem. Yes, even Real Madrid, Barcelona, they boo their players. Let us be fair. They boo their players in their stadiums. So it's not easy to play for a good, for a big club. If you fear pressure, then you don't play for a big club because the pressure will come from the fans. They will come at you. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, mention them. They put pressure on their players. One time, Ronaldo got booed because of some 3 or 4 bad matches back when he was at Real Madrid. He was booed because of some 3 or 2 bad matches. So if you fear pressure, then don't play for a big team. And I want to put this for the last, saying that we are not judging Enzo based on today's match. We are basing our judgment based on the past performance last season when he was not there. And he's not a bad player. Let me put it again. He's not a bad player. He's good. And he's doing well for Argentina. But we are not just seeing at Chelsea at the moment, maybe in future. And for the truth, is Yungo, you play, Enzo will play. I said it already. If you are in the good books of the board, you will play. Look at Modric. Look at Maduke. Look at Fofana. Right? The good ones are being pushed out of the door, leaving those who are struggling. So if you are in the good books of the owners, you play for Chelsea, you play whatever you play. Look at those young guys that we brought. Angelo, why? What I want to do with them? I think there was this black guy when we were playing the preseason who was playing at the right hand side. He too is very good. What I want to do with him? Finally, they will loan him out instead of us to also make good use of him. But Modric, Maduke, and those guys, they are not going to help us. The coach is only going to take the blame for nothing. The coach is good, his tactics are good. But are the personnel good enough to implement those tactics? That is the question for the board. Thank you very much.
All right. We have new people popping in. I can see Hilary. I can see Mr. Yuba.
Doctor, sorry, sir. Did you read the match statistic that they just released, sir? Modric created the highest number of chances in that match. 3 chances. But don't see that. We are just looking at Madrid because it's running like endless chicken up and down. That nonsense. That nonsense guy.
Well,
my question is, why can't they sell Modric? Why can't they sell or loan him out?
Let me acknowledge the new people that just came in. Mr. Yuba, Mr. TTD, and Hilary. Hilary is a feminine name, or is a masculine name?
It's a masculine, Hilary.
It's a masculine name. It's a masculine name.
Ah, because I know a lady here that is bearing Hilary. All right. I know it is hot now about Enzo, and I want us to pause it. Otherwise, we are not going to get a good outcome from today's discussion. I don't want us to. If I had envisaged that it's going to be hot like this, I wouldn't have further it. I just asked that question. I just threw that question to Mr. Wilson, who spoke extensively on Enzo, and I didn't know that it will get to this stage. So I think maybe I should direct us back to the main thing that is very, very beneficial to us as Chelsea soldiers, Chelsea fans, and also that is also beneficial to all Chelsea family members. where are we going with the way things are during this preseason? We have played a number of friendly matches now, and today marks the end of all the friendly matches that we are going to play prior to the commencement of the league. Do you think that we have any place in this league from the way we have seen things so far? We have played a number of matches. We won only one match against a weak team. I will put it like that. Now, we lost our matches. I think we lost against Real Madrid. We lost against Celtic. And
We also lost
thank
against
God,
Man City.
Man City. So thank God today that we were able to equalize. It would have been another loss. So do you think that this team, because I could see Mr. Shegun priding that we are going to win Manchester City. And that was why I said I'm going to do a clip and I will keep it. So do you think that we have a place in this upcoming season? I will start from Mr. Ilari. What is your take about our... Yeah. Yes. Over to you.
Okay. I don't see any possibility that we are going to win Man City on Sunday.
Okay.
All I could say is that we may have draw. They might even win us. That's it. But you talking about having a place in the league, I think that we are going to have a place if only Chelsea is going to work on their defense. Our defense line is so weak, and also get us a proper 9, someone that can take chances. Look at the game today. We almost created many chances, and all was wasted. Had it been that, let me say, somebody like Victor Osimhen is here now, at least 6 chances out of 6, he might take 2. So that is if we can get a proper 9 and work on our defense line, we are good to go. The midfields are okay. Get us one more winger, 9 and defender, so the thing will balance. But if not, I didn't see Chelsea going anywhere.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ilari. Mr. Shagun, are you there? Okay, I think it's busy. Mr. Sport Talk Arena. So do you think that we have a place in this league, given the number of matches that we have played and given the result that we got from those matches? Do we have a place? What is wrong with this present squad? What are our weaknesses? What are our strengths? Do we have a place? Over to you.
Well, personally, please, before I proceed, I would like to, formally apologize to everyone in the comment section, even my fellow panelists. The fact is this: when we are talking about football, we always disagree to agree. You understand? So if maybe I overstep my boundaries in any way, please forgive me. You understand? But not just the normal level. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel.
He's already talking.
Thank you. That's what make it fun. You understand? That's what make it fun. So talking about the league. If we take our chances against smaller clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal, if we take our chances against those smaller clubs, you understand, we have there's a big possibility that we might not win the league, but the season will be a successful one for Chelsea if we make top 4. You understand? And the only way we can make top 4 is to take every of our opportunity against smaller clubs. You understand? Clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal, Aston Villa, and the host of others. But if we against big teams like Manchester City, Newcastle,
Mr. Joshua, I'm just mentioning the name of Mr. Joshua.
Yeah, I get you. So if we can get at least a draw, or try to play as much as possible so that we are not being embarrassed by this big thing, then definitely we can actually do well. Like I said, the season will be a successful one for Chelsea if we make top four. We might not necessarily compete for the league, but if we make top four and don't go trophyless, the only way we cannot go trophyless this season is to try and win the Conference League. You understand? And maybe other domestic competition also. Then if you ask me what is our problem, see, I am the kind of person, I am very realistic. I say things the way it is. Our problem, right from Genesis, I've been quoting this problem. And I'm very happy today that one guy, one of our best defender, did not start the match today. Otherwise, it would have been a disaster today. But I am very happy that our best defender did not start today. The Maguire of our time, he did not start today. You understand? So that guy is our problem. See, not until we have an experienced back, there will always be a problem in that angle. Listen, when I heard the signing of Nato, I was very happy. And if you watch today's game, you discover that even, I think at some point, the camera captured Nato when he was explaining something to somebody. I don't know what he was explaining. Nato has a lot of minutes to play in this current squad. Do you know why? He's better compared to the most wingers we have right now. And he's a name. He's a name when you hear. Normally, you as a defender, you have element of fear or a bit of fear in you. If you hear Madueke, you're not going to fear now. The first thing that will come to your mind now will be Madueke. If you hear names like Modric, you go laugh, say, who be that one, Modric. But when you hear names like Nato and the host of others, there's a bit of concern as a defender. So for me, in conclusion, I believe we have a high chance to make top four this season if we take our chances against smaller teams. Then tomorrow, our next game against Manchester City.
Yep.
I leave it for God. I leave it for God. We should just try. My prayer is we should not be embarrassed. You understand?
I'll call you, Mr. Shegun.
Sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
We should not be embarrassed because in fact that's all I can say. That's all I can say for now. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sport Talk Arena. Over to you, Mr. Shegun. What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? What is our place in the upcoming league? And the upcoming league is just a few days away. So,
well, to be very honest with you, we have a very good squad, and at this moment we have a good coach. That's the truth. I have seen some decision about that coach that shows that he knows what he's doing. You understand? When you see a coach, I know very quite well that if given a full chance or a full opportunity, Enzo Maresca wants to remove some players in that team. You can see that the Benchimwe is just on the bench. He could not enter. He's just shaking his head in that bench. He doesn't have any chance to enter. Then our strength, like you asked, our strength basically is our squad. And at the end of the transfer window, I want to see a striker. And to be very honest, I think Osimhen is coming. If you check the trajectory of this transfer, he's definitely coming. Now he has told Napoli that, look, I want to leave. You understand? So in that case, they will never want to keep an unhappy player. And the only team that has the player that Napoli wants is Chelsea FC. So if we have Osimhen, it's not that the striker we have cannot do what Osimhen can do, but Osimhen is going to be a kind of statement signing that everybody will know that, oh, they have a striker now. They have Osimhen, because Osimhen is going to be like someone like Haaland. You understand? Someone that can score. If you look at the match today, I can't see anybody again. Okay, I can see you on the Tuesday. If you look at the match, are you still with me? Can you wave your hand if you're hearing me, sir, Doctor?
We are hearing you.
Okay. If you look at the match today, in particular, you will discover that Sommer is just a very, very good goalkeeper. If not for him, we will score at least 3 goals and we win that match 3-1. That's the truth. Sommer was denying us a lot of the chances, some incredible saves that he had. So if I'm like the game against Man City, me, Oluwasegun, I don't have any doubt that we are winning that match. I don't know why people are afraid of Man City, for Christ's sake. I don't know. Why?
No,
Can I ask you guys?
if you're no, see, I'm not afraid as long as our best defender is not involved in that game. You understand? Me, I'm not. I'm just.
No, Badiashile.
Our case defense.
Do you know there? So, doctor, sorry, I was expecting you will create a topic that will talk about what is the preferred best pairing for that defense. As far as I'm concerned,
no, it's part of the agenda. So
it's not. It's part of the agenda, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for me personally, if you look at it today, you will see that Fofana was angry at a point. Did you see that anger in his face, Mr. Sport Arena? Did you see it? You see, he was, Emmanuel, did you see it? He was angry at a point that he was just going around and clearing anything. Because what are we playing? What is the nonsense play from the back that these people will just casually lose ball unnecessarily? Do you understand? And the pairing, to be very honest, if you can bench both Cowell and your best defender that you keep saying, the Badiashile, I don't really think the two of them. I honestly, if Disasi can be fit, Disasi Fofana is our best pairing. The two of them, if we can have those two players at our defense, because even Kowi, I don't know what is wrong with Kowi. I think Kowi is having some psychological issue. He's just getting angry unnecessarily, and he could get.
He want to fight a UFC. He need UFC contract.
Sorry, say that again.
He need a UFC contract.
Because Kowi is losing concentration. Kowi is getting angry easily, and he could get red card if care is not taken. You get my point, sir. So for me, I see Chelsea in top 4. I don't know, maybe it's number 2, number 3. We are not winning the league, definitely. Man City is retaining that league. I'm very sure of that. And Arsenal will not, God forbid, why will Arsenal win league? Arsenal will not be in top 4 now. Why are they deceiving themselves? Arsenal is not a threat. Why? Because I don't understand. Why are people thinking
you didn't hear what I said, Mr. Shegun? I said if we have our chances against smaller clubs, if we can take our chances against smaller clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal, you understand? If we can beat those small clubs, we don't have a problem.
That Arsenal, we are beating Arsenal man away. I don't want to know. How can they contain us? Do you think, guys, try and look at our team very well. You guys don't appreciate what you have. That's what I see. You don't appreciate. Look at Palmer. In that team, we have Palmer. In that team, we have Nkiku. In that team, Osimhen is coming. And you are thinking that kind of team, Arsenal will just come and blow them away. It's not possible now. It's not possible. So the midfield. Before you finish, sir. If you look at it very well, you see that the coach has understood that inverter will not work because there is no sun. So you see that formation is no longer. He's not using anything inverter again. You can see Gusto today that is going down, and
yes.
What's his name? Arsenal out of our Perry. Arsenal is a big threat. These people that just started watching football is thinking Arsenal. Forget Arsenal.
No. We should not discountenance what our fellow Chelsea fan.
As a Chelsea fan, forget Arsenal. Forget Arsenal.
Of course, we know that. You know the way you are.
Why will you be afraid? Why should we be discussing Arsenal?
No, because of what. Who talk about? There was a particular person that talked about the games Arsenal at play and the road, the pivotal.
Arsenal is playing Lyon. Playing which team are they playing? The only big team Arsenal playing this preseason, they lost, and that is Liverpool. Even against Man U, it was just that Man U is a smaller club like them. They both small club.
I understand why you are underestimating them, But what I'm trying to say is that we should not discountenance other people's point. You know,
Okay.
we can. That's what I'm trying to say. We can
Okay,
what
now
oppose.
let me tell you the
oppose-
reason why. Let me tell you the reason why, sir. I'm sorry. The team, everybody, every Chelsea fan, as a Chelsea fan, one of the characteristics of a Chelsea fan is that, listen this man. As a Chelsea fan, what the characteristic of a Chelsea fan is that you must hate Arsenal. That is it. If you are a Chelsea fan and you are saying something good about Arsenal, you are not a Chelsea fan. That is the truth. As a Chelsea fan, you must say, so leave Arsenal, leave them away, just leave them. They have finished their time. They could not win league. Now we are winning the league and we are beating Arsenal.
Please, sorry, Mr. Shegun, I think if instead of us to call that name, we should rephrase, because it's an insult even having that name in our discussion. You understand? So personally, I feel if we can call them Copy FC, because their new jersey is a replica of a brand which they copy the idea. You understand? So because of that, they are being referred to as Copy FC, because calling their direct name in our discussion is an insult to us.
I think to even solve the equation, it's better not to even mention Arsenal, not to factor the name of Arsenal to our discussion. Otherwise, there will be a different tones to our discussion. Why? Because at the moment, to say the truth, I'm a Chelsea fan, and since 1996, Arsenal is playing far more better than us. They had also undergone what we are undergoing now some years ago. So it's better for us not to even include the name Arsenal in our discussion. That's what I would suggest.
Doctor, I am very sorry, sir. Hey,
all right.
Last season, we were leading Arsenal 2-0, but unfortunately, Sanchez called them back. We are beating Arsenal home and away. Thank you.
I want to give the floor to Mr. Emmanuel. What can you say?
Thank you, guys. This season, for me, I have not seen the synergy among the players, and it's always like that after a major competition, before a season. It takes a while to blend a team, and we saw how much Pochettino struggled last season. It was until the last 10-15 games that we now saw a blended team. Outside that, I still have my worries. If I was a club owner, what I would have done is to blend youth with experience. They have not done that in their own infinite wisdom. They alone knows. And the downside of what I see, even if we start doing well, is that because of the lack of experience, we might not be able to sustain it over a long period of time, because we do not have the players who have won championship, who have been in a winning team for so long. That's one thing we're missing out. And I want every Chelsea fan to be reasonable in their expectation. And that's all I'm saying. Me, I like to be realistic. I analyze what is in front of me. I base my views on what I see as my truth. The team will do well. I expect them, like I said last week, or sometime, I think last week, I expect them to be in the top 4. Only after we have gotten a proper striker who can, not just a striker, but a striker with experience of winning championship. And Osimhen is the only, of all the available strikers now, Osimhen is the only one. So you can see again today, we created enough chances. Yes, Sommer did very well as a goalkeeper today. He made some incredible save. That scissor kick from Crystal was an incredible save for me. And I think sometimes you need a keeper like that who will stand tall, even when you're not playing well, which is what I don't see in Sanchez. Yes, he made a couple of good saves today. I can tell he's going to start Sanchez on Sunday next week. I saw the Man City and Man United game, and I was marveled at the fact that Man City did not play well because the bulk of their team have only started coming back. But the kids he used still did very, very well to hold the Man United team that have been together for pre-season for a very long time, for as long as they did, and still able to have the tenacity to come back and win on penalties. So for me, again, when you look at the Man City squad, they have experienced players and they've done a good job blending it well with youth. For me, I still think we need a striker. We need an experienced striker who's won the T-shirt. The same with an experienced centre back. Everyone is talked about our weak defense link. If you look at it, it's on the left side of the central defense that is weak. Cowell is left side. Babashield is left side. And they are supposed to be the two main players we should be looking up to. Unfortunately, Sholoba, who has come into that side before with his experience, is no longer in the team. Without a shadow of doubt, they want to sell him. That one is done deal. He's leaving at the end of this season. They are not happy, but I pray wherever he goes, he does well. I don't see them bringing him into the team because he's not even training with the players. And I think it's Chelsea's strategy going forward. They are not going to keep players who are going to cause disunity in the squad. They learned from Lukaku's example because Lukaku was still allowed to train with the first team. And you can see what Napoli is doing with our brother, with our son, whichever you want to call it, uncle, Victor. They've told him that they don't want to see him again in the first team squad. And I'm just so angry with Victor's advisor that they've left it so late, with barely 3 weeks to the end of the window, before he has now asked officially that he wants to leave. He should have done this from the time the manager said to him he's not part of the squad. That's when he should have done it. And that was about 3 weeks ago. If he had done it 3 weeks ago, he would have made it easy for the deal to be concluded. Because Napoli is still insisting on getting paid what they want. Good for them, because I heard they want to put Kappa in the deal now. They want to include Kappa in the deal with Lukaku so that Chelsea will be able to drive down the monetary side of it. They will pay player plus cash. If we can get a central defender that can play on the left side with experience, get rid of Babashield or one of them, that would be great. Or Cowell. I don't know what they're going to do. But we need a left-sided central defender. And this is why I think Vega will still be good at that role. They should give Vega a chance. They've not played him in that central left-sided role. I like his aggression. I like his tenacity. I like his energy. I like his aggression. I like everything. And he's not afraid. So I think they should give him that role and probably put this other guy on the left side. And somebody picked up a point. He did not play an inverting role today. Yes, he did not. But I saw Gusto going forward a lot of time in that natural way he likes to play. And you can see when Palmer came, he was still supporting Palmer the same way he was supporting Madueke. I want to see all these synergies in the team, 2 or 3 players having good synergy, good chemistry among them. I have not seen that in preseason, and that is my fear. We are going to be late starters. So we're going to be late starters. If I get a draw against Man City next week, I will be happy. And hopefully we can build on that, because that is the toughest team we would have to probably deal with in the league. So a draw would be, for me, a good result. But I want to be optimistic, as Mr. Shegun, that we would win. But I don't see where the win will come in, even if we're to get Victor tomorrow. Neto might come in, and I'm happy for Neto's signing because he's my ideal winger striker. He creates and he scores. That's what I want to see in Madueke's game a lot more. Create and score. Because when you're playing as a winger, you're not even expected to drop deep to come and help your defenders. You're expected to stay in that midfield area, that center line, just waiting for a true pass from an Enzo to set you free so that you can get the ball, attack the goal, either score yourself or pull out. One of my weaknesses for Madueke is I don't see Madueke making runs behind the striker as a winger, which is what Nacho is going to bring for us. And maybe that would sort of give us the balance. Modric does not do it. A lot of times I will see I would see Enzo with the ball. I would expect Madrid, oh yeah, run behind now so that he can just straight the ball to you and you go and meet it. They don't do it. Again, it comes from inexperience, but Neto will give us that balance. If one side is not doing it, the other side is doing it, that means we have a balance. And that's what football needs. You need balance in every area of the field. Once the balance is not there, you're not going to have a team. So that's my own expectation for this season. But I still expect us to win a trophy and be in the top four.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. One other thing that we have not been talking about Madueke is his inability to use his right foot. Is a problem to him, even as a player. I think I said something like that last month, and in the just concluded match that we had against Inter Milan, there was a particular ball. He had finished them on that right flank. All he needed was to just use the right leg to what? Just to play, even if he can't shoot. He needed to turn again and now pass the ball. So I feel that using the right leg, both legs will add a lot of coloration to the game of Madueke. For me, he's a talented player, and honestly, I don't want Chelsea to sell him, even though he's going to be a squad player. It's better to learn. There is still much. I don't know. It's just like when Cucurella, people were castigating Cucurella last season, and I said, no, I see a beast in this Cucurella, and I did a song, and afterwards he picked the form. So that's what player could be like. Sometimes they will lose form. Sometimes they will just pick that form. I will give Mr. Wilson. Are you there?
It's dropped off.
All right. Now let's move to the pairings of defenders. The pairings of defender today. I think the Levi and Fofana, I think they were paired together today. Am I right?
Yeah. They started.
Yeah. So they were paired today, and just like one of the panelists said, I saw Fofana shouting. I didn't know what he was shouting for, but it was. I missed that part. I just saw him shouting.
Yeah,
So
what Fofana was angry about was when he had time on the ball, he was expecting to see forward run. So that because Fofana is a good passer of the ball.
Okay.
That's one of his strengths, which is what I said. I would not play an Enzo if I know I have central defenders like we see Diego Silva do sometimes. He will throw a ball from the defense line, right? And he will release our forward players to attack the goal. He was expecting to see those runs from Modric, Noni, or Maguire. He wasn't seeing those runs. So that got him angry.
He was so mad. He was
very, very angry. And again, this is where the coach comes in. You have two forms of play. You transition from your midfield into attacking stuff, or you get your defenders to take you forward to attack the opposition goal. And if your defenders have the capability to do that by bringing out passes, you need the forward players to be able to make the run, right? Into space so that they can drop the ball into space. We saw Chalobah do it last season against Brighton for the goal this guy scored. Straight ball, bam, one control, bang, next into the net. Sometimes we need those kind of balls. And this is what Enzo is in the team. Enzo, so a central defender will win the ball, he will pass it to Enzo. Let Enzo throw out those passes.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't need to, because the time you take to pass to Enzo, those guys have dropped deep to cover the space. So you've lost that split second, And for me, I've always said the best, what you do with the ball, that very few seconds you win it, is what decides whether you're going to score or whether you're going to concede a goal from winning the ball. So that was why he was angry, the doctor.
Okay. Did you notice that Casedo played right back today? Did you notice?
Yes, when he came on.
Yes.
But he was not comfortable with it because we saw him giving away the balls. He wasn't comfortable with it.
I think
and it wasn't like he played right back, doctor. He played on the right side of the midfield. The right side of the midfield. Remember I said to you, the way I say this guy wants to play, he wants to play a holding player, then have two midfielders who will play as a box-to-box. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's what he wants to use Enzo at, and he wants to use Moses at. And I think he wants to play three of them together. But from what I have seen in preseason, they are not naturally suited for those positions. Because if you're going to play that position, in order for you to get the balance, one person has to be the ball-carrying player, which is what Moses would likely do. Then the other person would be the standing player who can give defense splitting passes or those through balls, which is what he expects Enzo to do. At the same time, one of you or both of you would be prepared to run into the box to take pass from the wingers, assuming they don't want to put it to the striker to score, because the striker will be attacking the goal. They can release it into the penalty area, the penalty spot. Then one of the midfielders can hit it and score, just like what this guy did today. Chukuma, what's his name? The one that scored the goal today. He was in that. Ogochukwu, sorry. Ogochukwu was in that position to be able to do it. Sometimes we need things like that. But again, you need people who have the leg. You need people who have the ability to find the goal. Not when the ball gets to you, you're taking weak shots. We don't need that. You need to be able to hit it with power. Even if they block and they're going to say, if nobody hit them, they will go sit down for sideline, collect treatment first before they come back. But I don't know. I don't think Moses can do that. I don't think Enzo can do it, which is why when you watch Michael Olise might not play as a winger. Those people are called midfielder wingers. They are midfielders, but they also can play as a winger, which is why I'm thinking if Enzo is smart, I will probably try this guy he's left on the bench, to try that left side of it. English guy he left on the bench to try to see if he can get ahead. Chilwell, to see if Chilwell can do it. He hasn't given him the opportunity to do that because Chilwell can find passes. He can take the ball into the wing and bring out crosses for you. But it's not me who would. If I'm paid that money, I will probably try him and say, let's try this and see whether you can do it. Then if he can't do it, then on a match day, and it's okay, fine. I've given you the chance. You can't do it. Maybe it's time for you to go in January. But I'm not the one who makes this decision. These guys get paid a lot of money to make these decisions. But it's up to them.
All right, now let's move to the next item in the agenda for today. Before we wrap up, Mr. Sport Talk Arena, what are the possible pairings of the defenders that you feel that will work for us this season? Because all hands are being directed to the defense. Everybody is pointing to that direction, that okay, our defense is in comatose. So, and I feel that it has to do with the pairings of defenders that our coach are testing, because I could see that it's just testing the water, the way I'm saying, and he may be confused as just like the way we are confused too. So with all the matches that they have played now, I mean friendly matches, not competitive matches, new people have joined the Discord. So what do you think in that regard about the possible pairings in the defense line?
Personally, I think for the first half of the game, the defenders that played the first half of the game, they did not so bad. You understand? Because especially this guy Berger is giving this Rudiger vibe. You understand, the energy and everything. So the guy really played well when he came in. Then this Mark Cucurella is also someone, the transition of Mark Cucurella is something, awesome. While some players who come back and join the team, they need time to, get the idea of the new coach. But Cucurella, it was like he never left. You understand? It was like he never left. So personally, I feel the guys we used today. And another thing I noticed, very soon, maybe James will have to look for another profession, because you see this gusto of a guy. He's not here to play.
Honestly,
he's not here to play. You understand? He did well. And I read a comment. I read a comment. I don't know if it was true or maybe just the propaganda, where he said that he came to Chelsea to play with or without Reece James. You understand? And believe it or not, Gusto is not there to joke. You understand? As long as Colwell can keep his head down, and as long as we don't have this a Banda sheet disaster, believe me, I think we're fine in general in the defense lineup. If there's going to be any addition, it's just a little bit of experience, which is why I've been agitating that whatsoever issue they have with Chalobah, instead of wasting money to buy another defender because of experience, they should, try to resolve this issue with Chalobah, because believe it or not, Chalobah learned from the best. Several times he was paired with Thiago Silva. You understand? Yes. He took instructions from Thiago Silva, and this guy delivered in so many ways. So I really wish they can resolve this issue with Chalobah and leave him in the squad, because he's a bag of experience. Personally, for me, he's a bag of experience. So for me, I feel if we don't have if we have the Malangusto, the Wesley Fofana, the Marc Cucurella, if we have those guys, and with the way Vega performed today, we don't have problem. They should just try to stick with these guys, and the more players play together, the more they understand themselves, the more the synergy and the unison among them. You understand? So those errors will no longer be there. But if you are just keep on testing the water, if me as a defender A, I'm already used to playing alongside with defender B. But because you as the coach are testing the water, you decide to pair me with defender C, who I'm not used to. There is a possibility of errors. You understand? Because we cannot read ourselves. So I believe by now he should have idea of his lineup for the defense, as long as Colwell keep his head down and we don't have Banda sheet disaster. I believe we are okay. We are okay.
All right. Mr. Shegun, over to you. Mr. Shegun.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to omit now. Okay. So with regards to your question on who are going to be the PR, if you check the preseason matches very well, you will know definitely that the coach has already made up his mind on the defending aspect. He's not going to use Ben Chilwell. He's not ready to use Ben Chilwell, and Ben Chilwell is not part of his plan. As you can see today, Cucurella straight to the team. So that means that he's going to have a default from that side, Cucurella. And the simple thing I have about Cucurella is that sometimes they body charge Cucurella a lot. If you look at what's the name of Inter striker today, he was getting him, then Cucurella was frustrated to do that.
Thuram,
yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, Thuram was he has that very high center of gravity, and he has that body which he was trying to, I don't know the English I will use for that. He was outmuscling Cucurella, because Cucurella is a very light-weighted guy. So that is the only issue. I would have loved Vega to go straight to that point, but because that guy looks more physically fit, and he's because sometimes football needs. Thuram is actually a very, very dangerous.
Good. And he has that physique. He
has
has
that physique. And to be very honest, our players tried their best, at least. To it's just like that guy in West Ham. What's his name? Is he a
Jamaican player.
That Jamaican guy, yeah. You know, sometimes it's very difficult to stop too. So that's the only thing. Then for the set pieces, we need we need Cucurella to work more on that. So for the main pairing of the defenders,
yeah,
we don't need to deceive ourselves. Let us just call a spade a spade. Badiashile must not come near that pairing. He must not even try it. Please and please. I know.
Am I dreaming, bro? Bro, am I dreaming? You just said this, yeah? You just said this.
Yeah. Badiashile must not
God
come
is
near.
good. God is good. Because you were the same person. You were the same person trying to make us understand that we need to be patient with this guy. You were the same person. Even I think 2 days ago or yesterday, you made a post and you put Badiashile and you say Agba Bola or something like that, bro. But hey, God is good.
Let's allow Mr. Shegun his right to change his mind.
I'm not even changing my mind. Let me tell you something about player. You
I'm just
know,
surprised.
this is business, Mr. Josh. This is business, sir. You know, we need to win. We are not giving anybody chance. Why I'm saying we should be patient is that, you know, it got to a time when everybody wanted Cucurella sold. You understand? We wanted Cucurella to be sold that time. Everybody was tired. Cucurella this, Cucurella that. But at the end of the day, it's not that Cucurella has changed you. Cucurella has not changed you. But what is attracting people on Cucurella is because Cucurella has gone to play with good team. He has gone to Spain. He played with good team and they achieved. And now that thing has a little bit raised its level that high. I'm not.
I don't think so, Mr. Shegun. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Doctor, you're correct. I agree with you, Doctor. I don't think so.
Cucurella improved before. Cucurella improved. Yeah.
He improved very well towards the end of last season. And the reason why he improved.
That was why he was invited. He was given.
That's why he was not even supposed to start in the Spanish national team.
Yes.
He was not supposed to start in Spanish national team.
So that
towards the end of last season, we were able to get back the best
will you
out
agree
of
with me? Bro Emmanuel, will you agree with me that Cucurella is a work in progress?
I don't still think he's a finished article yet. I'm not going to put him in the same goals as my best leg back from Chelsea before, Cole. Yeah? Our Cole, I still regarded him in the same category as Carlos Alberto, the Brazilian left back. Yeah? I don't put him in that category yet. Maybe you're right to say it's still work in progress. I still think there's just a few. He's a rough diamond. He's still a rough diamond. There are still some edges that he needs to improve in his game. And those edges are pretty much his timing. You gave an example. He gets bounced out of the ball. I saw a ball that he had shielded the ball with Thuram, and you could see he had the advantage. All he needed to do was hold his ground, let Thuram foul him. When he was not in, he ended up fouling Thuram.
Thank you.
So those are the kind of places he needs to, brush his game. The reading of the flight of the ball. Me, I tell people I don't watch ball when ball dey your leg. I watch ball what you do before the ball comes. The easiest way is what you do where after the ball comes to you, what you're going to do with it. That's why I don't like Modric's game at all. It be like saying a one-directional play. If they play, no, they raise their head. And we saw it again today. I've said it, but continue, Mr. Shegun.
Okay, sir, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you very much about the outmuscling, that thing that you were able to print out. So I'm talking about Cucurella is our default starter now. If you have to be honest to ourselves, it's our default starter, but somebody still need to give him a kind of competition in that left wing. But for the middle, for the pairing in the middle, I'm not very convenient with Kowi, to be very honest. I'm not very convenient, but for the need for left footed central back, he has edge over Badiashile for now. He has an edge over Badiashile. And for the other side, we have a lot of them there. We have Tosin, we have Tosin, we have Fofana, we have Disasi.
We have Alexei, yeah.
Yeah, if all of them are fit, if all of them are physically and match fit, I think Disasi will start. If Disasi is fit, because we all saw what Disasi did last season. I know, unfortunately, towards the end of the season, because Disasi, so many times you see Disasi overworking himself, even for Silva. I know Silva is good, but you can't still put out the age factor. There are some ball that at some point that Disasi will have to, pursue certain balls, run around, do everything, do the rough work and everything. So it should be Disasi Kowi at the back, then Gusso at the right back. So, and I believe if we are able to use a very good defensive midfielder, our defender might not have much work to do. That is the truth, because I don't really think we are going to defend too much this season. We just need to work on counter-attack.
So, all right, in one word, so what are your pairing?
I
just want, because you have addressed the issue of defense line.
Yeah, I think he told us what he wants. He wants to see Cucurella on the left back. Yeah. He wants to see Cowell, that Cowell has an upper hand against Babashil on this left central back. Then he wants to use Disasi as the right central back, and he wants to play Gusto on the right back. Correct?
That's my pairing, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So if I may say my point, if I may say my stuff, what I see is because we're going to play possession-based football, we're going to hold a high line, whether we like it or not, because we want to get the balls out of the opposition as quickly as possible. Yeah. And for what I have seen, and if you guys listen to the commentators, we've not done that high pressing at all throughout this preseason. I don't know why, right? But I have not seen it. And if we need the high pressing, we need aggressive players, right? And it's got to start from your striker. My Gay started well in the first game against Wrexham, but by the time we're playing the third game, his standard had dropped. Yeah. And you can see what happened. They dropped him. He didn't start again until the Real Madrid game. So for me, if he's going to start that, I'm going to use a forward man to start my high press. They have to think. Thinking is very important in football. It's very, very important. People don't understand that terminology. As a team, you have to think. If there's no sync, especially with your high press, with your passing, you're not going to win games. Football, they're like Beta Ashewu. I'm sorry to say this online, where they knock you well. You know, when Beta Ashewu, they knock you well, the way where you go, they sync with them, Not be say I the fuck Ashewu, make me not take up. Or your wife, make I put your wife.
Are we still talking
your wife?
Because I don't know what is Ashewu.
When I get to England, I will look for your wife. I will show you.
What is Ashewu, please? What is Ashewu, please? Are we still talking football or we've digressed a little? I don't understand.
Yeah, I am a single man. I am a single man, so pardon me. Yeah, I am a single man, so pardon me. So when you are having a sexual relationship with a woman and that woman sinks with you in bed, you enjoy them. That's all football day. Yeah. So I don't rephrase them now, my guys. I don't rephrase them. So when you're enjoying a woman in bed sexually, you sink. You not go mad whether hunger they kill you, you go still won't continue. That's how football is as well. When that chemistry is there, right? And you guys form that bond, it's difficult for any team to beat you. And that's what I have not seen with the pressing game. So I know we're going to keep a high line because we want possession football. And that is my fear. So because of that fear of high line, I want our defenders to be sharp, alert, and aggressive with pace. If you no get pace, I beg, make them no play you. Because that's where we're going to see ourselves conceding a lot of goals this season. And I don't think we have the strike force yet that will give us the confidence. If you score us, we go score 2.
You know, that kind of mentality. I haven't seen that yet. So because I haven't seen that, I will tell Enzo Maracas to be a little bit cautious. Let him stick to the back four without any inversion for now, right? So that he can have enough support, even if we were to keep the high line, right? The center backs can come to cover if we decide to play the slow snails we have. If not, my pairing would be go for a Tosin because of the space and his height, and he's technically good at bringing the ball out, and he's technically good at spraying passes. I will go for a Vega. I would not even go for a Kobe because I have not seen Kobe's form. From the few minutes I've seen Vega play, I will go for him as my left-sided central defender. He's got the aggression. You can't bounce him off balls easily, right? You see the goal we considered. It was a Vega there. He would put his leg to intercept the ball. Even if he has to concede a foul, so be it. Because I've seen his highlight of from his game. That's where I would play.
He's rugged.
Yeah,
He's rugged.
yeah,
He's
the
rugged.
guy is rugged. Compare, it's the same thing with this guy we just bought from Boca Juniors. That guy is another rugged center back. He reminds me of John Terry. These guys, they don't fear anybody. If you want kick leg, they will give you, make you kick. So I will go for a Vega on that left side, and I'll go for a Cucurella on the left half back. I would not hold high line too much. And if I choose to, I know I have fast players who have head to put their leg where it would hurt. That's me. But for the center side, I'm definitely going to play a Levite. As for me, as my holding back. If I want to play two to protect him, my take is if our captain, Rhys James, comes back, I'll play him in that right side of the midfield. I will not play an Enzo. I will not play Moses because Rhys James can do that work. He can give you defense splitting passes. He can go to the wing. He can cut ball, and he can come into the box and he can score goals. This is me thinking if I have my team, this way the team is set up. On the left side, if I'm going to be fair, right, since I have Cucurella and stuff, I would want to be consistent. I want to try this other guy. I mentioned his name, Cahill. Or what's his name? Sorry. The one sitting on the bench now.
Ben Chilwell.
Ben Chilwell. I will want to try him on that left side. I can guarantee you guys I will get balance in it because him and James can always come back to support Levi in that holding role. Even though they are not going to be playing as a holding stuff, at least they can spray the pass. They can come in and score goals for you. That is how I will play them. Then for my forward line, because now I'm going to have three forwards. I'm going to play Neto. I'm going to play Palmer. I'm going to play Jackson until Osimhen comes in. That's how we play. Madueke and the rest of them can always come and be squad players when we're winning game. Enzo can come in. Moses can come in to substitute Levi if he has a yellow card or if his confidence or form is dropping. This is how I play my team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Ademola is in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Doctor, same to you, sir. I've tried to come on board immediately when you start then. But people are already full in the studio. People are full in the studio. So yeah, I just need to watch from background then.
All right. Now we are actually discussing about the possible pairings. Possible pairings for our defense line, because all hands are pointing to that direction that, okay, there is a problem in that department. So we have been talking about possible pairings in terms of the defenders that could gel together. And Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Shegun, Mr. Sport Talk Arena, they have suggested, those defenders that could gel together. So do you have any opinion on that? Any view on possible pairings for our defense line?
Well, so far so good in our defense line. If I can pick him from the coach mind, I think for now, he's still having that contemplation on the best pairing that will work out. He has tried. And what is still making me, for now, as a fan, I think we have seen Disasi played in this all our preseason. Maybe I will have been able to assess him, because what I've seen thus far, none of the pairing I've seen thus far that I can say I can guarantee this one that they are ready to go. Like, be it the pairing of Adarabioyo and Kowi, be the pairing of Kowi and Badashi, they are still shaking. Like today now, I saw some of those things, like that still it's still obvious that our pairing is not still ready. Like Fofana and Kowi. Like that Inter Milan goal. It's just that they have never had the communication. Who is going to go fully and mark this person? Who is going to stay? Like both of them, they are nowhere to be found when they throw that pass to Thuram, and he have that space to control, to look at the post twice. He look at the post twice before he later unleash that shot. So, I'm already thinking that maybe Adarabioyo will try to fit him, but I'm seeing him like he's heavy. Like Adarabioyo is heavy to me. Though all of them is heavy, because none of our center back that have that pace. I've watched all of them. But maybe Disasi, I don't know, maybe Disasi, maybe if they try him, because that guy, although the last season was his first season, but I didn't see him that is a poor defender like that. I don't seem to be a poor defender, because Fofana gamble a lot, and I don't like a gambler defender. He gambles a lot. He did one or like two gamble today. I was like, wait, even though it's preseason, I know they take all these things. They forget, say we are playing preseason. There's one ball. That ball, just not. You want to do double Sangalo on just normal ball that is coming, and it's still gamble. Thank God that Kowi later do the close marking to track down to run that game. So, to me, any pairing that the coach feed, I cannot choose for him, but the pairing is still headache for me. We don't have problem in our right back or left back. I don't have issue about those way. But that our center back, I was thinking as Adarabioyo has come, we have a leader. But maybe we'll get match fitness going for. But what I've seen thus far is still heavy. He looks heavy. Like, he looks heavy. And then if we are playing a pacey forward, they will be exposing that our back line. And you know, Premiership now, we have very pacey forward that they are ready to take the ball to you anytime, any day. But let's see what maybe the coach. I know the coach is also all these things we are talking. He's also brainstorming on it, that which best player. It would have been better. I didn't be Fofana. I didn't be is ready. That is not ready to do all this gaima that is doing. If he's ready, it would have better. I would have preferred him and Kowi. It would have better. I prefer him and Kowi. But Fofana used to gamble. Like, Fofana want to be giving us a fly of David Luiz, and he cannot do what David Luiz do. He want to be doing like Bobo that he can do ski. And David Luiz is David Luiz. He can do the pass from back that the striker will score. And I've never seen that kind of fire for Fofana. So I don't know what is giving him that gyration that he used to always want to do. But for me, if he can improve, I still think we can manage him and Kowi. But let's try Adarabioyo and Kowi. Maybe.
My brother,
but that
you are even confused, just like the coach is confused. I'm pitying my coach.
You know the reason why I'm my brother. You know the reason why I'm confused. You know, we have seen all of them. Now I'm just like with today match when we first start.
Mr. Demola, Disasi and Kowi is our best pairing. For me, I've already said it before you come. Those guys are
Disasi, right?
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
You know, I said it. I said I've not seen him play in this under this coach. That's why. You know, I first said I first mentioned his name. I don't know. Maybe him is assimilate what this coach want the center back to do. You know, that's what he was not given any playing time throughout the preseason.
I'm just watching our match now. The just finished match, Inter Milan. I honestly speaking, I don't know what Kowi was thinking when they want to score that goal. It was even just as a defender.
Put your leg.
And you are looking.
You go put your leg.
Mr.
And
Emmanuel,
let's
so-
see,
said
bro, Emmanuel.
something like that. That
Yeah,
was just
that's what I said. You don't ready to put leg. That's why I said that I don't understand this guy. You can't be a central defender. You see ball coming through. What's going to happen? You will concede penalty.
That
Penalty
ball,
don't get guaranteed.
that ball
Yeah,
is
that's the work.
50-50. It's
Sorry,
50-50.
are you sure?
But he
Are
put
you
his
sure?
leg. And that's why I said, Neo,
And the
Are you
goal,
I
sure
really
that's
like
not?
that Vega guy. I like that Vega guy to play that left side. Honestly.
no.
Because
That
he's a
one is
left-footed
a
player.
rugged, it's a rugged
my
man.
brother,
He's a very rugged player.
Afigi
rugged.
Christ, or what's the name of that guy they loan? Or
Ah,
Bashir.
that
Yeah.
one. Don't tell
Afri-
me
the
he
Afri
can
defense.
play.
The
Ah,
Afri defense. Yeah.
Bashir,
You put leg in that ball. Yeah.
That one.
We are forgetting something. No, are you sure that guy? It was not Bandashi in disguise. Maybe
no,
that's
no,
why he
Paul,
did not
Paul
put
is
leg.
not
Maybe it's
Badashi
Bandashi
in
in
this guy.
disguise.
You know, see, Badashi, that one. He get us where get that boy head. He go get serious in his look, but the ball when they play, no go look serious. Well, for every time you go see Badashi go the bone face serious, but the ball when he go play, you know they dey serious. Don't just leave that one. I know they Badashi again. Badashi, I know they rate him again. He's like enemy against us. He's like an enemy. They said against him. He used to come and spy our defense for opponent. He will come and spy for them.
Badia Chile has removed his comment from Instagram now because people are attacking him.
Okay.
Why would they attack him? Even Mr. Emmanuel that have been Lord that play ball, he will track that boy against that boy against Man City, against Real Madrid. He will track that ball. Even Mr. Emmanuel has old his. Why would they insult him? Even me, I will insult him if I have access to his him, but I will insult
He's not going to be starting for us, and Kowi too.
No, he's not going to start. He's not going to start. I'm not going to start.
To be very honest, I'm not comfortable.
All right,
with
all right.
Kowi.
I think
I'm not comfortable with Kowi at
all of us. I think we agree on the possible pairing. We have been hearing the name of Cowell and who again that is
Fofana.
Fofana. But that guy, that just like Mr. Demola said, he's a guy man to me. He's a guy.
Oh no.
But he has potentials, no doubt about that. And now he's fit.
No.
Wait, guys. Why waiting with the talk? Football don't pass potential. There are kids at 16, 17. When they get this opportunity, they are playing ball. Come on.
Yes.
When we stop this talk,
Look
me,
at
I
Lamine
dey tire
Yamal
for Chelsea fan. Potential. I beg, men, I leave that talk. I beg. Do you know how many kids are on the street that want the opportunity to even play 30 minutes for Chelsea Football Club to show what they've got?
There is
You see the top potential. I bet maybe they leave this potential talk. Now this potential, now we go carry for her for the next 3 seasons. We don't do it with Modric now. When Modric first scored, I saw Modric first game against Liverpool. I said, this guy go kill for this Premiership. Second game, third game, fourth game. I said, man, you spoke too quickly. They
didn't use him in second game. They said he was sick.
No, I mean the second game he played. The second game he played, the third game he played.
But
I just counted him out.
Bro, Emmanuel, do you agree with me that if you are training with mediocre players, it can affect your game? Most of our players,
I disagree. You asked me question, Ogashegun. You asked me question. I disagree. I want you
to watch this kids. I want you to watch them.
See movement.
Don't let Chelsea go and buy these ones again now. If they watch this video now,
I want you to watch them.
See movement. This is what I say about football. This is how you play it. You move.
See.
You move.
See.
Oh my God.
All this small kid though.
Oh my God.
They move.
Look at them. Look at them. So I see. Look at them.
The thing is, Chelsea will not buy the ones playing. No, Chelsea will buy the ones defending. They will go for the opposite.
I feel that the pairings you have suggested, they are not actually out of order. But the only reservation that I have is for Fofana. Fofana is not a player that is that is intentional. You know, for you to play that role, you have to be intentional. You have to be rugged, like the word that Mr. Emmanuel normally use. You have to be aggressive.
Tenacity, aggressive tenacity.
Yeah, you have to
must
be
have those
tenacious.
two.
You have to be tenacious.
Yep.
So you have to be tenacious. If
Doctor,
people in
doctor,
the
please
comments.
let me ask you.
Okay.
Doctor,
All right.
please.
All right.
If at all we still have Chaluba that was not banished, don't you think that Chaluba can do all these things that we are talking about?
Agreed.
Mr. Emmanuel, can Chaluba not do all these?
I've said it before. I've said it before, my brother.
He will do it without stress.
He will do it without
Someone
stress.
Without stress. Without stress. He lands
I mean, for me, I think Chalobah should be the one playing that right side of that central back.
Yes,
Sorry.
now.
But unfortunately,
Yes, now.
the owners do not want him. They want to make clean profit on him. So they are hanging him to dry. You never know. Injury can happen in the beginning of the season. The guy might get his chance like he did last season and the season before. Injuries happen. He got his chance. Everybody shut up their mouth about selling him. He's a child of God. I pray God will come for him this time around again, as he's always come for him. Injury go happen. They're not go sell him again. He will get his chance. They're not go feel bench him. God will come catch all of their head. If they happen like that, they will come offer him new contract. It happen. So that's what we pray as
He
Chelsea
has 4
players.
years contract now.
He still has 4 years on his contract. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 years.
He still got 4 years contract. He just renewed his contract.
They might
He
not
just
sell
renewed
the
his
guy.
contract. No, they want to sell him more. They want to sell him. That's why they brought Tosin in.
Okay, doctor, go ahead, sir. That's what I just want to chip in, that all this our headache. If we have Chaluba, we will not be talking of Fofana. It will be like make it the Jones.
So you know, I've told you my own reservation about Fofana. He's just a guy, man. You see him the way he does it on his even social media platforms. But that one aside, now we have talked about the defense line. Now let's talk about that front. Now, you may disagree with me, but I think it is now becoming clearer that Osimhen will come. It's becoming clearer each day now. It's becoming clearer that Osimhen will come. There is a rumor that Osimhen's agent was on the pitch today. So Osimhen's deal is towing the pathway of Casedo's deal last year. You know, they drag it like this. You know, it was just like this. And at the end of the day, the deal was sorted out.
Doctor Oya, do us a song. Do us a song for Osimhen like you did for Caicedo. Because I remember that song is the one that made me to know you. I said, who is this man now? Singing Caicedo.
Yeah, everybody, if you go to Twitter now, that's why I don't want to go there. Messages upon messages, tweet upon tweet. I should do a song for Osimhen. So I don't want to go to Twitter now.
Doctor, do you know that Chelsea board actually had that song? Are you aware?
I don't know. Know.
They had that song. They had that song. That song was popular. Give us Caicedo. Give us, that song was too popular. Hey, you don't. Hey. I was in London that time now. Hey, that song. Hey, don't go there.
I will play now. I'll play just small one.
Chelsea fans, we don't wait tired. But what we want to is Caicedo. All we say is Caicedo. All we say is Caicedo. All we say is Caicedo. All we want is Caicedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Ati duro. Ati wona, yeah.
So
Go on now.
that's
I
what
want to check your key, doctor.
you want to tell my key? Okay. Let me play it once again.
Chelsea fans, don't wait for ya.
You are playing on E major.
All we want to. All we say is Casedo. All we say is Casedo. All we say is Casedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Oh, we boys Casedo. Ati duro. Ati wona, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
You're on E major, sir.
Yeah. I did the song on E major.
Yeah.
You know, and if I tell you the history of this song, everybody will be surprised. It will be surprised. It's just like Osimhen. This Osimhen issue that is being dragged now. That was how Casedo transfer was dragged last season. So I was so annoyed. I just entered studio. If not that, I cannot. I don't have my second.
But I didn't want Caicedo.
I know a lot of people didn't want Casedo.
Personally didn't want.
A lot of people didn't want Casedo
because it was too expensive.
Yeah, it was.
So
but when it was not expensive, Chelsea was dragging it.
I wanted McAllister. I wanted McAllister and Lavia.
That went to Liverpool.
Yeah,
that went to Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wanted McAllister and Lavia.
So I think the reason why Chelsea even grabbed him was, I think there was a rumor that Liverpool wanted him to.
No, he has agreed. Liverpool has agreed to pay.
Liverpool,
you understand? Yeah,
they had agreed. They had agreed that they will pay, but Casedo was declined. Casedo declined that he had solidified arrangement with.
Caicedo is a must in that feed now. In our matches,
it's a must. Now I'm talking about the front.
That's the only player that will be committing fouls upon fouls, stopping counter attack, and all the rest.
He can use his leg. He won't allow you to go, and that's the problem. That's the concern of Enzo.
Are you sure this coach will not be starting Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia?
I said it the other time, but I talked about it the other time.
The three guys might be starting together.
I told you. You said you were the one that objected me that day.
Yeah, I said it will limit.
He said you are not the coach.
Okay. No, you said I'm not the coach.
No. He said you are not the coach. I said thank God you are not the coach. In that regard, because I seconded the motion.
Mr. Shegun, I have seen the trajectory of this guy, and I could see that he favors those three midfielders. He wants to be using them together. I have seen it.
What I'm thinking against Man City. Don't be surprised, yo. This man, he might go for a draw. He will start Caicedo. Wait, sir.
Before you said we will win.
No, I said the coach. The coach will go for a draw.
The coach.
Yeah, it's not coach. Me, I'm a fan, and I'm saying we are winning. See, as a fan, let me be honest with you, sir. Do you know? Now, if to say I'm opportune to be in London to watch that match now, which I am not. The match is.
Are you not going again?
Tickets. Do you know how much they are selling that ticket, sir? For that match, Man City, Chelsea, they are selling for £200. That's about 500,000 Nigerian money for each person. Are you telling me that I'm going to pay that amount of money and I'll be saying we are going to lose? Everybody is traveling to go and win now. We are winning. That is what we are going for. So now, what's the outcome of the match? When the match finishes, let's see the outcome of the match. Do you understand? So what I'm thinking is that the coach might start Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo. Then Debriol. He might start Debriol from the left wing. Palmer and Jackson. That's what I'm thinking.
The thing is, I think our match against Manchester City, the front three really have they have to play important
Yeah, I just
role.
said Debriol will start from the left, sir. Mr. Joshua Adeleke.
The front three. The front three, it all depends on the front three.
I want us to discuss.
You understand?
Front three now.
And if you see the way, if you see the way this guy played today, Nkuku, you know, it's giving a vibe we've not seen for a long time, especially that bicycle kick.
Yeah.
When was the last time a Chelsea player attempted a bicycle kick? You understand, or overhead kick, or yeah. And if not that the goalkeeper was, I don't know, maybe he had a good time last night, but that goalkeeper was just on point because that attempt was a wonderful attempt. You understand? So I think if we have hopefully if Neto is available, yeah, it will be nice for us. You understand? If Neto can be and start that match, it will be nice for us. And if we have Christopher Nkuku and Kopama, it will not be a problem at all. You understand? In fact, the result or the outcome of that match depends on our front three. That's just it. Or that's my belief, you understand? So, and that is why I am not like putting so much expectation.
Which front three are you going for?
Which one?
Me, I would have preferred, but my own is the ones I prefer, there's no possibility they are going to play them like that. For example, I would have loved Neto. I would have loved that. I've said it before. I would have loved Neto, Nkuku, and what was his name? Kopama.
Okay, Neto, Nkuku, Kopama.
That's what I said before. Yeah, but I'm saying that there's a possibility they will not play. If they will play, they will not start, considering the fact that Neto is just coming into the squad, number one. And Kopama, I think today was his first game or first game preseason, yeah, for Kopama. So I feel it's not possible. So which other front three do we want to see?
Bama will start Man City match. I can laugh it for
you. You see all these Madueke and the host of others. They are just there, just eating our money. They don't care.
He's not ready to learn. Madueke is a bench player. He cannot start ahead of Bama. If Bama return to train one day to that match, Bama will start ahead of.
The person that advised Luka Modric to cut his hair, that person has a problem with me. I know last season the guy was not performing, but he made some improvements towards the ending of last season. But this season, the few games he has played is like someone who has not kicked the ball before. Okay, look at one ball. He has beat the defender, he refused to pass. He decided to run with the ball. Okay, now you run with the ball over. I don't understand. Man.
I described him as a player. I described him as a player who plays and does not raise his head up. He just runs. Now his head is down when he's playing. That's his problem. And that's poor coaching.
He also did it today.
He did it today.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He was running with the ball until he ran into the defense.
Yes, and he just fell.
He could not pass. He could not do it. He did it against Real Madrid. He did it. In fact, the Real Madrid one would have made him a very good player because he was the one who won the ball in the midfield.
Bro, are you talking about Madueke?
No, Modric.
They are the same thing now. The two of them are almost.
Madueke is better than Modric. I beg.
Madueke is better than Modric. Madueke is pro mass of Modric.
Yeah, it's pro mass. It's much better than Modric. It's much better than Modric. Trust me. I will still. If you give me Madueke to work with, I would need 1 month and I'll brush him up.
Modric created 3 chances today. 3 chances.
3 chances that he created were all for himself, Abi?
No, he created one for
No, well,
Mpiku. It's on the status now. If you check his statistics.
Yeah,
for
he
tonight.
created 3 chances. For me, I didn't really see him in the game. I didn't. Can you imagine when we had an Hazard? When Hazard did game, you go no. The way that number 10, it embarrassed me. Honestly, you know if you went number 10, when we say people not gonna say you did field.
Hazard know they play preseason. Let the next match come and Modric start. You will see something.
Okay, we go see.
Modric has bribed you that you will defend him everywhere now.
No, forget. One thing I know about Brother Shegun is this. You will see the next game now. He will be the one to lead the criticism against Modric. Yeah, he will be the one. He will be the.
At least the man knows what he wants. He has the right to change his mind. we as fans, we all do. When somebody's playing well, we praise him. Once he goes out of form, we should be the first person to identify that he's out of form. You know, I just pray this guy will do well. And one thing we all forget as a fan is this, right? It's not every player that comes. No matter how good you are in one team, there's no guarantee that when you go into a new team, you'll be good. Because we forget that there are a lot of factors that can influence things. We are all shouting Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen. We've seen how good he is. We've seen how aggressive he is. If he comes into the Chelsea environment, something we do where we say chemistry no good deal. And that's where a coach man management comes in, right? He needs to be able to understand all the factors that a player needs to create an enabling environment to be able to get the best out of them. And that's where Jose ends his flowers. His man management was good. Even if you're an average player, he can make you look decent. As far as you open your hands. Have you seen all the players that play for Jose? They had to see one way come criticize him. They had. Because he has very good man management. Enzo is an Italian guy. Italians are very giddy-headed. Me, I know that one for sure. They are very, very giddy-headed. And I just pray that all the Italians back in Italy have not given Enzo a very bad report on Osimhen. That's the other thing I'm praying, because I was surprised they did not start Jackson today.
You are right, too.
Yeah, I am surprised he did not start Jackson today, because that concerns me. Because Jackson is fit now, you'd have thought you'd want him to get as many minutes as possible if you have the intention to start him. You notice he only brought Jackson in when Mike Gill was injured, and he asked to be substituted. And that concerns me. Pardon? And that concerns me. That really, really did concern me. Because it didn't look like he was intending to bring Jackson in today. And if he didn't play today, there's no way you're going to be in the squad next week. All those that played today, I can guarantee you they will be in the squad for next week. I can guarantee you for free. Apart from
they will start or they will be in the squad.
Yes. Either they start or they'll be on the bench.
Madueke will not start.
Madueke will start. I can bet you on that one. Modric will not start. Because
who will start from the left? Maybe Sterling. It could be Sterling.
Sterling will start from there. And if it's not Sterling, it will be Palmer. Because he's not going to play Palmer in number 10. No, except he wants to play Nkoku as a 9. Which is what I think he's going to do. He's going to play Nkoku as a 9, play Stanley on one side, play Noni on the other side, then play Palmer in number 10 role, which is what Nkoku has been playing throughout preseason. When Mike Gill is playing 9, I think that's what he would do. That's what I think he would do.
Okay,
and he would have two defensive players.
Yes. Mr. Emmanuel, which front three are you going for next week?
Which country?
Which front three are you going for?
Front three. Front three.
Which
What
front
is your front?
players?
The front three players you want
the
to
front
the
three,
players you
front
want
three
to play in
players.
the front.
The front three players.
Yeah.
Because it's Man City, he's going to be cautious of not wanting to lose the game. So he's only going to play three front. He's not going to play striker in front of them. So he's going to go for Crystal now that Miguel is injured. He's going to go for Crystal. He's going to go for Noni Madueke. He's going to play for Stanley, and he's going to have Palmer in their back. Then Neto is going to substitute either Stanley or Madueke.
Don't be surprised. Neto may even start.
No, I'll be shocked if Neto starts.
Don't be shocked.
I'll be shocked.
He can start.
Okay. If he doesn't start, then that means Stanley or Noni Madueke will drop.
I don't think Neto will start. I don't think.
That's why I said, because he didn't play. He didn't play Nato. He didn't play Nato this game at all.
Yeah.
There's no match fitness. You just can't bring somebody from the bench.
Sir, did you know that Disasi? We signed Disasi last season after we have already concluded our preseason. And first match, bam, Baba started, and Baba even scored.
I score.
You know that Pochettino and Enzo, they are two different personalities. I'm not sure that Enzo will try that.
I heard, that match, I heard that Pochettino did first 11 5 times. He drew one, he tied it. He drew another. My brother, it's not easy to go to Jesse. It's not. Yes, now. Before he now submitted the last. Before he submitted the last. Do you know Modric was in that team? Modric was to start. He later removed Modric. He used Chilwell. Later he now bring Disasi. He used Disasi, Silva, and is it Kowi?
Kowi
yes.
at left back.
Yeah, they used James and Chilwell. It was that match that James captain after second half, Chilwell captain. After Chilwell captain, the Enzo captain, like the confusion started from the beginning of that season.
I think you can, and I can tell you, Shegun, I can tell you for free. Okay. From my interaction with players, right? Mm-hmm. The confidence of a coach reflects on what you see on a Saturday or on a Sunday. From my interaction with players, from how training is going and how the coach is assuming confidence on them, it reflects on a Saturday, on a Sunday. So why, and I think from what you've said now, I never had this information that you just shared now, that he changed the starting 11 in our first game 5 times.
5 times.
That explained why we had a very slow start.
Yes.
Because he was struggling for his first 11.
You remember it was Enzo and Gallagher. If you remember that match very well, it was Enzo and Gallagher that started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enzo Gallagher started.
And that's why he had a very slow start.
And Enzo plays
a long time.
Enzo play. I've never seen Enzo play like that since that.
Enzo played 6. That's what Bro Emmanuel was saying. Enzo played 6. And Gallagher was marking for him in that match.
Yes.
Gallagher was doing all the rough.
Gallagher was the one doing all the running, around.
That's how it's supposed to be.
He cannot play holding player. He cannot play.
I am still waiting for Enzo to dictate game like that Liverpool game. Since that Liverpool, we have not seen Enzo influence our game like that.
Yes, that Liverpool game, that first game last season was Enzo's best game for us. And
the second game, Bro Emmanuel, I don't know if you remember, the second game, we play West Ham. He lost the penalty, then Enzo died.
Yes.
That's finishing for
that killed his confidence. You're right. I remember that. I think Sport Talk, Mr. Sport Talk has mentioned it. Enzo is playing very well with Argentina because there's somebody doing this dirty work for him.
Depot.
And if you want to get the best out of Enzo, you have to tell him. Yes, that's the guy. You have to tell him that don't worry about defending that much. I just want you to focus on your offensive play. As you know, American football, the quarterback, that role of a quarterback in American football, Mr. Shegun, you would know, right?
Soccer.
That is what you tell Enzo to play in soccer. Yeah, tell him to play like a quarterback in American football. Don't stress. Your own is to get that ball and make that final throw so that you get that home run.
That's what you need Enzo for. Let somebody else do all the dirty work for him. You're going to get the best out of him. But when you are playing in England, it's too much energy, power, physicality. One man not going to do all of them for you. You get to make your own shift too now. And that's where he's struggling, because the rest of the team are not happy to carry his own negative on their shoulder. He wants if they can get the rest of the team to do it. It's just like Messi. You see Messi say they come back on defend. Lie. Manager don't agree, say we have one player left when it comes to defensive play, and that's Lionel Messi. Because we know we are going to get a lot out of him by not doing that. So you have to wait. Do you understand? You wait the benefit to the team. And the manager who does that will get the most. Okay, I know he's not strong like that.
But can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you observe Man City very well, Pep Guardiola, if you just look at the team that played Man U yesterday, you know Kovacic is the one that played like a defensive midfield.
Yes.
Kovacic,
he was the one who played. Rodri was not there.
In fact, Kovacic is the only
and he still drive ball. And he still drive ball.
And when he's driving, when he's driving the ball, you will notice that the second midfielder stays. The second midfielder not go follow him side by side, because if you lose that ball, you have your defensive three to deal with.
Because if you look at that Man City team very well, look at Savinho that just came from Spain now. That boy, very young boy. In just 15 minutes that guy play, you will know that
he changed the game. Yeah, and that's why I say you don't need somebody to play full game. Like Vega, I've not seen Vega with a lot of minutes, but I can already tell he's going to be an asset to Chelsea.
Now look at our own. What's the name of this Brazilian in our team? Winger. That young boy that came from Strasbourg on loan. What's his name?
They mentioned his name today.
Angelo and Savinho. Angelo and Savinho, they are just as almost the same thing. Somebody said something during Euro. He said if Pochettino happened to coach Spain, he will bench Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams for Sterling.
Of course, he would.
Because if we look at them, that they are young. They are too young. Lamine Yamal.
And apart from that, they don't get energy. Pochettino is run.
They beat England.
Yeah, they did. They beat England because we didn't have a coach.
They beat England because the England coach said he had
no correct. He doesn't play. He's too afraid. He's too afraid.
Why I'm bringing that is that.
Mr. Amando, even though Southgate gets us, let's give respect for that coach that give confidence to that guy to even play in that kind of tournament. After all, there are senior players that the senior Lamine Yamal engaged in that squad.
On bench.
And give that guy confidence. We should give the coach that give that guy confidence to play in that kind of tournament and play all their matches all through. We should give it, even though Southgate gets set. There's
no, I'm reading something.
The whole of the team. There's a limit.
So what I'm saying is that I don't know. To be very honest, Modric and Madueke, this is their third season now. We have been giving them.
I don't think, to be honest, Mr. Shegun, I've seen the kids they brought from Brazil, right? That guy is going to bench two of them. They're going to sell one or both of them by the time that guy comes in next season.
That's Estavio Williams, right?
Estavio Williams. Estavio Williams. Okay. They're going to sell one or both of them. Trust me. That Estavio Williams is left-footed and right-footed.
Baba, they are selling both of them. Don't be surprised. One is going.
I will not be surprised. Both of them
This window. Don't be very surprised. This how many days more? We have like
3 weeks. They want 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, we have like 20 more days now. Don't be surprised that they might sell Madueke. You'll be surprised.
No, it's possible for them to sell Madueke because if they sell Modric now, they will not make profit from him.
Can I say something? Sports talk. Can I say something? One thing a lot of these football club manager owners don't know is if you wait till a bad player, if you wait a long time to sell a bad player, you're going to lose a lot more. So it's always better the moment you realize within 6 months, 1 year, give or take 2 years, you realize it's bad and you've given him 5-year or more contract, right? Sell him immediately. You are better off getting a high.
I think they might loan. They might loan. They might loan him. They might loan Modric.
Yeah. So, and to loan him, make sure you loan him to the right team. So that when he goes to the right team with the loan and he plays very well, then that means his money will appreciate a bit more.
Both
when he was sitting in your team.
Both Modric and Madueke, if we are ready to be in top 4, if we are ready to be serious with our life in Chelsea, one has to leave this season.
So wait, Mr. Shegun, let me ask you. So you still think Raheem Sterling is still better than all of them?
Sterling is better than Modric and Madueke.
Okay. And that's because from his experience, right?
Yes.
He also proved it today. When he came in today, you saw his impact instantly. Everyone felt his impact instantly when he came in.
Yeah.
Modric and Sterling. Modric and Madueke are not better than Sterling.
I will take Agbabola and Sterling. Agbabola and
Agbani now 185 goals. Nothing.
No, you see that experience is still there.
He can score free kick, he can score penalty, he can win penalty, he can do a lot of things. Shawn Modric player Sterling.
I still don't know how they paid 80 million for Modric. I've been to Ukraine before now. I've watched football in Ukraine.
No, the thing is, you have said it, Mr. Emmanuel, you have said it before now. You have said it, the reason why they bought him 80 million. You have said it that when Todboli come, he's the one doing the sporting director on his own. He's just carrying for any player that
they didn't have a director of football. Yeah, that's why.
He will have concluded that the player is good. That's why all the team want to go. He will just carry money, go give me.
Give them. Sometimes Mr. Adeyemi even flies on his own private jet to go and do the deal himself to meet the players. That's how we got Modric now, because he came and spoke to Modric direct, which was not what Arsenal was doing. So Modric told us
my brother.
Personally,
I will sanction or approve the sale of Madueke before Modric.
Really? Okay.
Sometimes I don't even understand. I don't understand that guy. Sometimes I don't.
I disagree with you.
The problem I have with Madueke is that is stupid ego. He will lose ball. He will not pursue ball.
That's the problem. As a young player that you are.
Remember I said the same thing. But today, Madueke played very simple football. If you watched it, he didn't lose so much of the ball. He was not doing so much of that stupid first touch that he would try to beat a player with first touch. He was not doing that today. He was very direct.
Mr. Emmanuel, let me ask you a question. Just one question.
Yeah.
You now, as a football manager, or let me say as a coach, they now tell you, Mr. Emmanuel, you have just only one option. Choose Oscar Bob or Madueke. Who are you going to choose?
Oscar who?
Oscar Bob.
Oscar Bob for City.
Yeah, and Madueke. Who are you going to choose?
Actually, I've watched Bob play. Bob is a proper winger striker. He's a proper winger striker. I would take him over Madueke because his game is very, very simple and direct. He's not into all that dribbling stuff. And when he does it at the right part of the pitch. And when
because
he does it, it's very
if you know the modern football is not about dribbling, to be very
dribbling,
honest.
Yes.
It's not about dribbling.
No. That's why I said they have to be simple.
Sometimes, look at what Bob did yesterday. He dribbled and he just made that assist. Look at the way he just quickly releases the ball. Yeah. Release your ball. You don't need to hold on to ball too much. You understand? You don't. You are not Messi. You are not Ronaldo. You are not all these.
Even see the guy who scored the goal. The guy who scored the goal for Man United. He's another striker winger.
Yeah.
Very, yeah. I think I posted it on my page. I said Madueke should go and learn from this guy because every time that kid comes on, right, is a danger to the opposition.
Mr. Emmanuel, Madueke should learn from Lamine Yamal.
He did us dirty. He did us dirty last season now. He did us dirty last season.
Mr. Emmanuel, this Madueke issue. Yeah, I'm just thinking that it's not ready to learn. Because the reason I'm saying is that if it's somebody that is ready to learn, he should try and watch his fellow Kopama. Like he should just learn from Kopama that is closer to him. Both Madueke and Kopama, they are both playing in under 23 of England team. They are both playing there. And that boy, just simple thing that he used to do that, he play pass when he's supposed to play pass. He shoot when he's supposed to shoot. Pamano, he's not a type that want to dribble you. Once he cut in, you see how many times Pama cut in today. When he enter, he cut in into midfield. Go and make pass. But Madueke will just follow one track line. He will run till he run out of the field.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Sometimes you look at Pama. Look at what Pama was doing today. Throw your ball. Look at somebody. Throw your ball. You want to dribble everybody. Why do you want to dribble everybody?
And after dribbling, you will not see make sense of it. After you dribble, you will not see make sense of like you later make pass.
Yeah. You want to show, you want to score alone. It's a team ball. Honestly, Modric
and I tell you what, Madueke is a product of the stupid British sport press. If you live in England, wait now, just hear me out, Mr. Shegun. Wait,
you have finished it.
If you live in England, yeah,
I live in
the player that scores the goal is the one that has the back page.
Yes,
that's the mentality of British football press. So that gets into his head that he has to score a goal.
Let me make a reference to your point, sir. If you look at during the Euro, they were just confusing themselves. Before they said Bellingham is our hero. Bellingham. They shouted Bellingham. Later they said Watkins. After Watkins, they said Palmer. They're just confusing themselves. They don't even know which one. They are just overhyping their players.
So for these players, they want to own the back page. That's how Madueke plays. He wants to own the back page. He wants to be his picture on the back page. If you play football in Nigeria, you'd have heard the concept Adagba.
Can we answer this question though? This Uku, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name very well. Mr. Uku Kasi said Modric versus Madueke, who has better end products?
Of course, Madueke has a better end product.
How?
You look at the statistics, he scored more goals, he has more assists than Modric.
No. Yes. Modric has 8 goals last season and 4 assists.
And Madueke had 11.
11 goals? For who?
Remember, I played a lot of the Carling Cup.
In no competition.
In all competition, yeah.
I said in no competition.
But do you know something? Do you know something, Mr. Emmanuel, and everybody? I want you to look at it technically. If you look at our team and most team, the people that plays, the player that plays from the right wing, they have more advantage than the people that are playing from the left wing, because most of our ball goes to the right wing a lot. We play to the right wing. We suffer. The guy playing on the left wing, they don't see ball.
Yes, and because of Palmer. You know, Palmer is our go-to guy. Palmer is our go-to guy.
That is one of the reasons.
Most of his plans.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, right? When Palmer is playing, the ball goes to him because he's a go-to guy. But you need to watch your fullback as well. Which of your fullback is having a better day? Today we saw that Gusto was having a really good day today. That's why Madueke saw a lot of the ball. And if you watch Kokakura, what is his name again? He was always up front. He was always bumping up front to playing like an inverted role. So by the time you see it, your guy is not going to get ball. Modric is not going to get ball on the left hand side.
That is the problem.
So those are the two.
If you look at it, bro, Emmanuel, if you look at it very well, Modric is the best, apart from Nkuku that just joined us properly this season, as in the fifth one. Modric is the best shooter.
But in ball now for the top tier, now they go receive the ball. They go
That is the
ball.
work of village people. That is the work of village people now.
Which kind of work of village people? Make that tell village people make it live up now. What is the essence say you sabi play short? You know people, you know people make keeper.
That guy shoot too. That guy shoot ball. That guy
Yeah,
shoot.
he get shot, but now for the top tier, they go bring the ball, come back. It better make somebody play short. Make me say, narrowly, we need to go. Or keeper save him.
If I'm to choose between the two of them, honestly, I will choose Modric.
Bro, Emmanuel,
Yeah, you made it known. We respect that. We respect that.
Emmanuel, I think.
Yes, sir.
Bro, Emmanuel, there's one of our show that you said something like maybe Modric support. He needs to have personal coach or video that will be showing him what he do inside match.
But he played well
for
today.
him personally. I think
He played well. He played well today. He played well today.
Yes, he played today. I'm not talking about today. I'm just talking about we cannot continue that he will play well today. He will play bad for 4 matches. We cannot continue like that.
Wait, sir. Sorry, I'm sorry. Do you know that if you look at Modric and Madueke, to me, Modric Modric has more advantages over Madueke. Do you know there was a time last season during February, January time that Modric was playing from the middle? Yeah. You know, everybody was shouting, Modric is bad. That time he'll be dribbling, throw away pass.
That is why I'm asking.
Last season, when I watched Modric and I watched the way he played for Ukraine national team, I thought Modric would be a better 10 for Chelsea than a winger. Because when you watch his game, he's always looking for space. He always wants to come into the center. And that's why most of the time, he runs into defenders. Because by the time you're cutting the ball, you're reducing the angle to come to the center. They don't close you down. But when you played him, like you said, in the center, he made better use of the ball. Because now, he has a whole pitch in front of him.
And you know that time in February, until when they went for international break in March.
So now stop. By the time he came back, he now lost form again.
Came back, the coach didn't use him. Then
see. Every time he plays for Ukraine, there's always something about him. And because of that, a lot of people will start questioning the Chelsea coach or the coaching team. You understand? Even his performance in this just concluded competition, Euros. Yeah. They played well. They played well in general. Even he played well. But that's why I said, who advised him? Because at the end of last season also, he was a little bit on top of his game. But this season now, since he just cut his hair, it's like, you know, when you uproot the small sense where you get, you just uproot and join it. I don't understand how he's playing right now, bro. I really don't understand.
Mike advise him make him go barb his hair. It is Mike, it is our Mike that advised him that he should go and barb his hair. I think he listened to Mike podcast when Mike said that movie he should cut off his hair. Maybe he listened to Mike advice. That's why he go and cut his hair.
Honestly, the game against Inter Milan, we play very well. If not for that, their goalkeeper.
This Inter Milan game was not actually a bad one, though.
They are showing
honestly,
that game
it was not a bad game.
They are showing the match again. They are showing the match
No, we play well. I know that we play well.
I prefer Modric to be in the team than Madueke.
I think our host. I'm not sure. Our host is busy. Probably we'll spend close to 3 hours.
I'm not sure it's going to start next week.
Maybe we can call it a day.
Where is the doctor?
Yeah, now.
Doctor is there in the background.
I'm allowing you to talk because I could see the way the confluence of the discussion.
Yeah.
So it's better for me.
It's Modric and Madueke that is giving us concern, the two of them. Because now that we have Pedro Neto Pedro Neto will operate very well in right wing than left wing.
I think this is what I think.
if he's going to play three at the front, it's going to be a Neto because Neto is a proper winger striker. No question about it.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to play Jackson. He's going to convert Jackson to a left-sided winger striker in the same mode Thierry Henry started. Right? That's why I said that he will play an Osimhen or a Sam or Menodron on the center.
Ome what? Go and learn how to pronounce our player name.
I go learn. Make it sign finish. He never signed yet. He never signed yet. Now all this way with the talk say he don't sign. He hasn't done the signing yet. They have not unveiled him. Until the player is unveiled. Me, I don't get involved in transfer talk because I know these things can change anytime. Until that ink don't dry on top of that paper, I know they class any player. I don't. In fact, I stopped following transfer news about 5-6 years ago. Because I don't see him when they say player don't come, he don't tell clubs that they agree. He don't even do medical steps.
Mikel did it now. Mikel did it. Mikel did it.
Yeah, Mikel did it. Yeah, Mikel did it.
William did
and
it
I
to
know
Tottenham
Mikel's story
also.
very well. I know Mikel's story
William
very well.
did it to Tottenham also.
Yes, I'm talking about Mikel's story. The guy where they manage Mikel, me and I'm the agent at the same time. So now, and we are very good friends. He tell me the whole story. And the guy now, he don't make money for that Mikel transfer. That was the only big deal he did. Now he doesn't even do football. Like him, like me too, he's retired from football agency. Now something else in they do now too. I know what he did for him to make Mikel still his player. Me, I can't afford to do it. I can't share it online. But you guys knew that Mikel went missing after they've unveiled him as a Man United player. They didn't find him for a few days. You guys remember? Yeah? I know the story of what happened. Because his real agent was not involved in Man United deal. And that deal now is one of the ones that was investigated by FIFA. All the compensation Chelsea paid to Man U, they had to refund it. Because Mikel was still underage, according to FIFA guideline. He shouldn't have signed for himself. Can you say he was still under 18 when that thing happened? So, and meanwhile, his agent was waiting for him to be 18, wait for 18, and you just come from back. Mikel has come out to say Alex Ferguson spoke to him personally. These things happen. So because of that, I don't believe in player transfer or anything. I just wait.
Wait be this, doctor. Why sleep okay, right?
Now that part of the people with the top with that now.
Look at Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka is thinking about the next low move. Our transfer.
Yeah.
Who go help you?
But I think they say they're going to loan Chukwuemeka to Everton.
Casadei. Hey, we just signed this player. We are wasting their time. Look at that Casadei.
I think they said they're going to loan him to Everton.
No, Chukwuemeka, they say Baka is negotiating him.
Casadei is going to be loaned out.
This gets to show the level of seriousness some of these players get within them. They are very unserious, and the level of indiscipline. Honestly,
it's not, for me, I don't.
That's what happens when you buy young players.
That's what happens. That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. It's not about it's because they are young. Pochettino said something last season. He said,
Doctor, you are sounding somehow. What happened to you?
I'm sounding as in what?
Your voice is coarse.
you're sounding baritone.
How about this?
Check your mic very well.
Okay.
It's the connection. It's got nothing to do with his mic.
Is the connection?
It's the connection.
Okay,
yeah.
go on, sir.
What is there is a background noise. I think it should be from Mr. Shegun.
No.
It's you. if we can mute. Okay. It's Elena. Are you hearing me? All right. So you can unmute yourself now. We just want to know where the background noise is coming from.
Go on.
All right. Last season, when there was this issue about who is going to take a penalty, who is the penalty taker, and when Nicola Jackson and Madueke were dragging ball with themselves, and the issue of discipline, popped in. Pochettino said that these are young players, that he cannot deal with them the way he's going to deal with experienced players. And that was the day I knew that we have issues. That was the day I knew Pochettino was going through a lot. So imagine even Nicola Jackson, a striker who got last season, I think he got like 7 yellow cards. So I feel because we have young players in our squad, it's not really helpful actually when your squad is full of young players and very few experienced players that you have in the squad. I don't think even how many experienced players do we have in our squad now? Chalobah is out. James is out. Benchua is not being used. So when you look at all the players that we have now, majority of them, 85% of them, they are less than maybe you look at the average.
Yeah.
They are just less than 23.
How many of the players do we still have that won the Champions League or the World Club Cup with us?
So
how many of them are still there?
So that's the problem. You see,
that's the problem.
Now look at this image. The coach was doing what? Was standing and was perplexed and was gazing at the match that was going on. But look at the what?
I guess Ugochukwu was dreaming of the goal he was going to score.
Look at the gesture. Look at the gesture of the players. You could see the only two players that were serious were the players that were one behind the coach and one in front of the coach. That's Kasede. And James. Even the gesture of James, I don't know whether he was looking at the match or he was just because his gesture says otherwise. But Kasede was sitting on the match. Ugochukwu was sleeping. Mr. Sport Talk Arena's friend, Badiashile, he was doing his own. And Adarabioyo was just opening his mouth. So that tells you what coaches go through when they deal with a squad that is very, very young. We have a young squad, and that's a problem. Honestly, I don't know whether it was Mr. Sport Talk Arena that said it, that there should be a balance of the experienced players and the young players. When there is a balance, the young players.
I said it. I was the one who said it.
Okay, that there will be it's transferring of knowledge from the old players, experienced player, to the young player, just like what happened between Thiago Silva and Chalobah. Unfortunately, when we need Chalobah now, that's when Chelsea management felt that okay, they need to cash out from Chalobah. You could see the Anke stuff. So that's my own fear. See, this man now, this coach now, he was being perplexed because he used his hands to do like this. So when a man stands like that and he gesture like that, you know that there is a lot of things is going through his mind. And meanwhile, the people that is dying for, see the one that is sleeping. So a lot of we still have a long way to go. Just like Mr. Emmanuel once said earlier at an earlier stage of this program that he doesn't see us winning the league. That he wants us to be one of the top 4 clubs. He said, okay, you sound like an alien. They said my mic is behaving somehow. Hello?
Hello, we are hearing you, but not properly. You are sounding like strength 2. Strength 2 of over 5.
All right. Okay.
I think you have tampered with something. Maybe you should remove that sleeping guy from the screen. Maybe everything will come.
Sleeping guy?
This thing you are showing us.
Ugochukwu
guy. That is maybe you should go back to normal page.
Hello? Still the same?
It's the same.
Oh, all right. We manage it until I will maybe.
Or maybe we should call it a day.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys need to go and sleep. It is still afternoon over here, actually.
All right. On this note, since you guys are not hearing me, you say that my voice look funny. The voice look funny.
You are sounding like voice. You are sounding like more Madueke performance. You are running to the touchline.
I don't know what went wrong. Maybe it's the we need to go just like that.
It's a technical issue.
It's also happening to you. It's also happening to you as well. I'm not. When you talk now, there is sound. So
maybe because you can hear me.
Okay, there is sound. There is sound. Well, let's call it a day. We have used more than 3 hours.
When next are you having live, sir? So that I will put it on my reminder.
That would be. I will take a break because I have a lot of meetings this week. So I think Premier League starts Friday, if I'm right. Friday or Saturday. So
Saturday.
If it starts on Saturday, then
I'll be in England by then.
I will be online on Friday.
Okay.
On Friday. I want to thank you guys for everything today. Honestly, if it were to be left to me, I was tired when it was set 2 hours, 15 minutes. I was really tired. And you could see it. It was Mr. Shegun that I was not dozing actually, but I was just tired. So, and my tea got finished. So I was just struggling because the tea is supposed to be with me and I will be drinking it. And that was why I was struggling. And I needed to leave. And what made the tea?
Go and sleep, sir.
Yeah, that's when I was okay again. So thank you, Mr. Sport Talk Arena. Thank you, Mr. Shegun. Thank you, champion.
Yes, sir.
I'm not seeing you, but I saw you the last time.
Come and say hi.
Mr. Sport Talk Arena, thank you so much. Mr. Onkunka.
Champion is saying bye.
Champion. So Mr. Onkunka say on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Mr. Wilson, thank you. Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, thank you. It is time for us to go and rest. It is early morning for me, 3:03 a.m. and I need to sleep before I go to school again. So,
okay, now take care, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Nigerian professional footballer ni Victor James Osimhen. Akọni ni Nigerian professional footballer ni.
More now on the news. We brought you earlier that Victor Osimhen has told Napoli he wants to leave. Napoli's sporting director, Giovanni Manna, has said Victor is a player who wants to leave, and last year there was already a situation in place. We are calm because we have guys in the squad to replace him. Osimhen is a strong player, but we want to give integrity to the group and we prefer to protect the group. We will see what happens in the next 20 days.